Yeah. They talk, we testify. They scroll, we sanctify. They bait for clicks, I build for freedom. They pander to crowds, I speak to the kingdom. This ain't gossip, this gospel. Ain't a brand, it's a mantle. This ain't performance, it's posture. Anointing over algorithm, I'm not like them imposters. I don't do fake deep, I break yokes. I don't chase viral, I chase hope. I ain't got trends, I got truth. I ain't running from culture, I bring the proof. Wide open, we build different. Cut from cloth, they don't even stitch with. Say it raw, say it real, say it righteous. Say the name Yeshua like we not lifeless. Yeah.
Wide open, we don't do safe. We don't bow down, we don't placate. We lay hands and we lay lines. This ain't rap, this redemption in rhyme.
Timmy.
Ladies and gentlemen, Feliz Lunes.
It's Lunes.
What's poppin'? It's 9:01 Central Standard Time. It is 10:01 Eastern Standard Time. It is 7:01 Pacific Standard Time. Wake up, West Coast!
Levántate.
Get up out that bed. Levántate. Levántate.
Hey.
What are you doing in the bed still? Get up, take a shower, man. Wash your hair. Wash your hair.
You ever see someone that don't wash their hair?
Yes, it smells like a wet dog.
It's glistening.
Ew.
Oh.
Because so I don't know if you know this, and I know we got a lot of ladies in the chat. So trust me when I say I'm not talking down. There's a difference. What's real popular is the slick back right now. So the girls, they'll do the product that makes it all slick back.
Yep.
They got the cute
Serum?
little ponytail or the
Okay.
bone, or not the bone, the bun.
Bun,
in the
yes.
back.
Yeah.
And then you got greasy hair. Sometimes the hair, it looks like it's slick back, but then
But
you
it's
see
not.
you see creases. I'm seeing the scalp. I'm seeing a little piece of lice. It's just a complete nightmare.
A little piece of lice? Isn't lice a bug?
They're alive.
And you're seeing a piece of it?
Just a piece.
But when you see that little white crumb, oh man, the Lord's not there.
A white crumb is crazy.
The Lord shames that. It's absolutely
The Lord
The Lord
but,
shames.
but the slick back, like that military girl or that corporate girl, I think that's cute. I like the slick back with the little ponytail when they're walking and it's flying.
Yeah.
But that crease with the crumb is a nightmare.
Creasing crumbs.
You got it. That's a shame. You got to be.
Somebody's gonna open a restaurant called Creasing Crumbs.
Sounds delicious.
Actually, sounds pretty cool.
It
Sounds
doesn't-
like a good donut shop.
That's all it could be.
Hector's vlog tomorrow, Crease and Crumbs.
Today I'm at Chrissy Crumbs. This lady's hair is horrible.
See a piece of lice there.
It's Krispy Kreme's #1 rival. Creasing Crumbs is Krispy Kreme's #1 rival.
You know what? If you had to start a fast food chain, what would you do? I know you're very health conscious. If you had to launch a couple of fast food joints in the major cities in the U.S.,
Yep.
a couple in Australia,
Yep.
what is Timmy hitting?
I'm opening off the rip. I'm opening a vegan donut shop.
Oh, genius.
All
Yeah.
vegan
Yeah.
donuts. And because people like sweets, even if they're not vegan, they
Yes.
want some sweets. And if it tastes good, they don't care, right? So we're always going to go for people's sweet tooth because America's cocaine is sugar. And I think the other one would probably be I'd probably do a full vegan burger joint.
Okay.
Yep.
I love that.
Burgers and hot dogs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is there, I have to be educated. Is there a vegan fast food joint?
There is not.
There is not.
No.
How has this not happened?
No. Like, especially not like a franchisable chain. So, I'm pretty sure there's like a pop-up, but like, yeah. So yeah, I would probably have a burger and fry joint. It's very Americana, but health conscious, a little
Yeah.
bit elevated. I would do that.
That sounds fun.
In the major markets, I do it in Cali. I do it in New York. I do it in Miami. Those would be the places I'd focus on if I were to do something like that.
I can't believe that hasn't been done.
Yeah, me too. There is a spot in this is how good this place is, but they only just have a vegan option. It's not a full vegan restaurant, but they have an Impossible patty. It's a burger joint, has an Impossible patty, some fries. It is in. Oh, wait a minute. There is a place. It starts with an M. It might be Mentees. There's a vegan spot, but it's over on the East Coast somewhere.
Okay.
But bro, they got burgers, fries, and vegan shakes.
Monty's Good Burger.
There you go. Monty's Good Burger. There is a place.
So that's a vegan spot.
Thank you, Holy Spirit. Yeah, that's a vegan spot.
Oh wow,
Yeah. When I tell you
delicious.
that food right there.
There's one in Echo Park. Okay.
Echo Park where?
Los
In LA.
Angeles.
In LA.
Los Angeles.
Right there by the
pero,
Dodger
pero,
Stadium.
pero no aquí.
Echo Park, Riverside, Main Street, Culver City. It looks like just
That's
Cali.
a real Cali joint.
It
Oh.
sounded just Cali.
Okay, yeah, Monty's. Well, maybe I travel too much. Okay, so I had it on the West Coast then. I thought I had the same place on. You know what? I be fighting vegan restaurants wherever I go. But they're only on the West Coast.
Yeah, Koreatown, Echo Park, Culver City, and Riverside.
Yeah, I had it, and
Okay.
I can vouch for homie right
And
there.
it looks good.
Oh, dude, let me tell you something right there. that thing right there.
That looks good.
That thing was good, so good. Yeah, it was so good. Anyway, I travel too much. I don't know where I literally at this point in my life don't know where I was. I met you here. I'm sure you did. I believe you because I can't believe me.
Look at this. I forgot about this, brother.
Yeah, he didn't make it. He didn't even make it. He didn't even make it for 1 year. He made his vegan food. Then he went back to sports betting news. He did never even made it.
Great song.
He never even made it past 1 year. He tried to do the thing in Westchester, Monrovia, University Park, and Hollywood. But he's better, stronger,
Much better.
better, but no burgers. But he tried, though. He tried.
It's crazy, right? You would or at least most people would think, hey, famous, big money, still couldn't make it work.
Here's the thing.
There we
Hey,
go.
let's talk about this,
All
shall
right.
we? Let's talk about the fact that influence will make you think you have something that you don't.
Huh?
I'm talking about this word that we have in our culture right now. Influencer. That person's a social media influencer. Very few people are influencing. There's a lot of people that are popular,
Yes.
but influencing? Can we go back to the definition of a word, please?
See,
Because I think when we get away from definitions and they become a little bit more casual in culture, we forget. Here's what the definition of influence is: the capacity or power of persons or things to be a compelling force on or produce effects on the actions, behavior, opinion, etc. of others. The action or process of producing effects on the actions, behavior, opinions, etc. of another or others. A person or thing that exerts influence. The exercise of similar power by human beings. So we say this word influence, right? And we say, well, he's an influencer on social media. What is he influencing people to do besides like their content? Are they showing up to see him or her? Are they buying products because him or her happen to be selling them or using them or whatever? Like, there's a lot of people that think they have influence because they have a high follower count on whatever the social media is, but then they'll have a pull up and nobody will come see them. So I'm like, we can't be delusional with all of this, right? Like, I don't know what our numbers are on our social media platforms, but whatever they are, they mean something, but they also don't mean something.
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely.
Okay? Right? They mean something, but they also don't mean something. Take our, and this is just reality, okay? Take our YouTube Right.
Yeah, 360,000 subscribers right now on YouTube, or 359. We're like right under. We're like maybe 30 or 40 away. From
Okay. So we got 359,000 subscribers on YouTube,
Correct.
right?
874,000 on Instagram, 300 and almost 360 on TikTok.
Okay. So that's well over 1 million.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Social media imprint is well over 1 million people, right? There's 437 people in the chat right now. Case closed.
Right.
359,000 people subscribing. There's 437 people in the chat. So let's not get delusional
Yeah.
about what influence really is.
Yeah, that's good.
Like,
Remember it might have been last week or 2 weeks ago, I said you were an event, right?
mm-hmm.
So a cool thing that I noticed with you and other people who actually have a pool, who are performers, entertainers, the Upset the World conference, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sure, there's 400 people in the chat right now.
Mm-hmm.
Sells out in 28 minutes,
That's right.
right?
That's exactly right.
You're a pool.
That's right.
That's real influence.
That's exactly right.
Starbucks thing.
Yep. I'm eating a grilled cheese from
cheese.
Starbucks. I'm eating a grilled cheese from Starbucks. And then we have at least 20 stories that next week of people eating grilled cheese from Starbucks. I'm grieving my dead daddy and eating grapes in a hotel room in Washington, D.C. And within 72 hours, people are posting them eating red grapes because they look delicious when I was eating them.
Exactly.
Different thing.
Yeah.
Right? So what does 463 people in the chat tell me? It tells me we got some loyal people that are going to be locked in with us every single day, no matter what.
Right.
What does it tell us about the 59,000 other people doing whatever, right? It means they like the content.
Yeah.
I don't want to see your 3-hour show. Ain't nothing about what you're doing in 3 hours that draws my attention. Hit me up when it's over and you give me a clip. I liked your clip. I only listen to your calls.
Or I might never pull up to the weekly streams, but there's a live event. I'm definitely pulling up and
Absolutely.
I'm bringing 3 people.
Exactly. And I'm buying a plane ticket.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, accommodation.
And I'm like getting on a plane and packing a bag and flying across to another country or state. Like that kind of, you know what I'm saying?
That is influence.
That's influence. So I just feel like we shouldn't be like I just see people that might have like 1 million people following them on YouTube or anywhere, right? Just our country alone. Forget the world. In our country alone, there's about 335 million people in this country.
Oh my gosh.
Let's say you got 1 million people following you. 334 million people don't know you.
Yeah.
You are not shutting down DFW Airport when you walk through it. One in DFW Airport, I don't know how many people go through there every single day. 200, 300,000 people maybe. I don't know.
81 million per year. I looked this up yesterday because I was talking with my father-in-law because he flew into DFW.
Yeah.
81 million passengers go through DFW per day. So I'll do the math.
Per day?
I mean, pardon me, per year.
Lord Jesus, I was about to say, my God.
I misspoke.
It's okay. Yeah, just give me, tell me what
divided
that.
by 365.
Yeah. Tell me.
221,000 people.
Okay, so I was right. Okay, right. So about 200,000 people go through the airport every single day. The likelihood of you being noticed, if you got 1 million followers, the likelihood of you being noticed, you may get 2 people, tops, that are like, oh my God, are you the? And that's if you're in your local, like where you do your stuff.
Right.
If you wind up in Denver International Airport, it gets lower. If you're at LaGuardia, it gets lower. Mm-hmm. If you're in Billings, Montana, it's negative 400 million. So to walk around like, yeah, you know. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, you look familiar. Yeah, you probably seen my content. No, you look like my cousin. It's a million people that know you, not 80 million. If you got 82 million people following you on Instagram, you probably can't get through the airport without getting stopped several times. But you got 1 million people following you?
Right.
Like put together across social media, not even in one place. Stop acting like you're a celeb. Stop it. It looks bad. All right. Kai Cenat has 1.1 million subscribers right now. Yeah. And
That's on Twitch, right? Those are paid subs.
Paid subs, yeah. Subscribers.
paid subs.
That's different. That's crazy influence.
And he has the cross-platform engagement that he has with athletes, entertainers, artists, musicians. Kai Cenat, for my kids' demographic, everybody's gonna know who that is.
Exactly.
Everybody in Gen Z is gonna be familiar with Kai Cenat, or at least his content.
Yeah.
Because 1.1 million paid subs. Let's also do a comparison on that. Cause how many subs do we have?
Members?
Yeah, members.
Like 993 was the last time I saw.
993 members on YouTube. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you cannot be delusional about the influence that you have.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I looked up the Instagram followers. Ronaldo's #1 at 664 million followers on IG. He ain't walking nowhere in person.
No way.
And any country.
Yeah.
Any
Messi-
country,
any
bro.
country.
Messi's next, then Selena Gomez, Kylie Jenner, and The Rock. Like those dudes are not walking in public anywhere.
Not a Anglo amongst them.
Ariana Grande. No, yeah.
There's no.
Beyonce,
They're all
Chloe.
Hispanics.
They all have culture.
Smell good, my guy. What you got on today?
Smoky.
What's up, Big Wiz?
Orange.
Orange one.
Baccarat. 540. Yeah, go look. My boys have really good smell goods. Cause they were the ones I kept giving them as I was. So I wanted scents that literally made Juliet stop in her tracks. And Grand Swore. Nice. That's a nice scent.
That's fire.
That's a nice scent, my guy.
What'd you call it?
Grand Swore.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I wanted scents that would stop Juliet in her tracks. Like when I went to hug her, she could not. I wanted her to be like, damn, you smell good. You know what I mean? And so I didn't tell her. I just literally kept buying scents and then seeing what her reaction was and then making notes. And I wanted two. You know me. I always have a methodical approach to everything I do. I wanted 2 scents, and I got down to what those 2 scents are, and now anytime I got it on, it's a wrap for her. It's a wrap for her. Maurice Bowers, did you see that quote? Tim's influence is far, all caps, beyond 993 paid memberships. Some of us just broke. Hey, but here's the thing though. But do you see we're here on assignment. It's a completely different thing than if I'm here and I'm like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe, and like and subscribe. We got no sponsors right now. We ain't got no advertisements to do. We just out here every day because this is what we were told to do.
Yep.
Once we made our transition, right? And so there's a freedom in that. And God himself will provide. We trust God. Like we don't have to, we love you, but we don't trust you. And that ain't in the derogatory sense. That's in the spiritual sense is we depend on God.
Yeah, there's a freedom in it.
There's a freedom in that, fam. There is a freedom in that. Yo, that Grand Soir, no, it smelled good today.
I know. Look, I gave him a dap, and now I got all.
Now,
over
it's
me.
lingered. It's lingered. It's left a nice little.
You guys can go on Amazon. There is equivalents for $60 and lower. Just saying, by the way. It might only last about 20 seconds, but it'll work.
If somebody's standing right next to you, as soon as you put it on, they'll be like, "What was that?" Already past tense. Not what is that? What was that you had on? It's already gone, but what was it? Oh man, that is so funny to me. All right, so okay, here we go.
Here we go, dog.
Here we go.
I tried.
Didn't we?
I told you so much,
We
bro.
tried to talk, right? Didn't we try to talk about this? Didn't we try to like give everybody what was going to happen? And then here we are. The Republicans and the Democrats at an impasse as government shutdown enters the 6th day.
Day number 6.
Day number 6. Maybe on the Sabbath they'll rest. Maybe. I don't, maybe.
This is a great
I don't
photo.
know.
Look at that. It's nice architecture.
Very nice architecture.
I love it.
It's all.
You ever think that, do they have to wash this?
Yeah.
Like, is there people with, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, maybe somebody power washes it.
that's what I'm saying.
Imagine who has that
Not
account.
right now. They're hiding from ICE. No, I'm just kidding. No, okay.
Oh, they're hiding
They're
from
hiding
ice.
from ice,
Sorry,
yeah,
it
they're
was
hiding from-
said super fast.
Ooh.
They're hiding from ICE. The people
true.
that would do that would
Yes.
be Paisas.
Wow.
Yeah, thank you.
Republican and Democratic lawmakers have provided few public signs of meaningful negotiations to break an impasse on reopening the federal government as the shutdown entered its 6th day on Monday. President Donald Trump, when asked on Sunday night when federal workers would be fired as he has threatened, told reporters it's taking place right now, and it's all because of the Democrats. He declined to answer a question about which agencies are subject to the cuts. The possibility of layoffs escalates an already tense situation in which Washington lawmakers have struggled to find common ground and build mutual trust. Leaders in both parties are betting that public sentiment has swung their way, putting pressure on the other side to cave. House Speaker Mike Johnson, Republican from Louisiana, is expected to hold a Monday morning news conference at the Capitol, and others may do so as well. The House is not expected to be in session this week, focusing attention on the Senate to take the lead on any deal in the Republican-led Congress. Yet even with House lawmakers away, the Republican and Democratic leaders have been holding almost daily briefings as they frame their arguments and seek to shift blame for the shutdown. Democrats are insisting on renewing subsidies to cover health insurance costs for millions of households, while Trump wants to preserve existing spending levels as he believes the Democrats will have to fold because of the jobs and federal infrastructure and energy projects being put at risk. The stalemate comes at a moment of troubling economic uncertainty. While the U.S. economy has continued to grow this year, hiring has slowed and inflation remains elevated as the Republican president's import taxes have created a series of disruptions for businesses and hurt confidence in his leadership. At the same time, there is a recognition that the nearly $2 trillion annual budget deficit is financially unsustainable. House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries of New York, among those appearing on the Sunday news shows, said there have been no talks with Republican leaders since their White House meeting on September 29th. He said since then, Republicans, including Trump, have gone radio silent. The Trump administration sees the shutdown as an opening to wield greater power over the budget, while multiple officials saying they will save money as workers are furloughed by imposing permanent job cuts on thousands of government workers, a tactic that has never been used before. Even though it would be Trump's choice to cut jobs, he believes he can put the blame on the Democrats because of the shutdown. Democratic Senator Adam Schiff of California defended his party's stance on the shutdown, saying the possible increase in healthcare costs for millions of Americans would make insurance unaffordable in what he called a crisis, quote unquote. But Schiff also noted that the Trump administration has stopped congressionally approving spending. That essentially undermines the value of Democrats trying to seek compromises on the budget, since the administration could block the spending of money from any deal. The Trump administration sent Congress roughly $4.9 billion with a B in what are called pocket rescissions on foreign aid, a process that meant the money was withheld without time for Congress to weigh in before the previous fiscal year ended last month. I got to look up this word rescission. I never seen that word in my life.
Never heard that.
Never heard rescission. There it is. Boom. Rescission.
Whatever.
The act of rescinding.
They're taking it back.
Dog, just say that.
Just take it back.
They could have said pocket rescinding.
Pocket That's so crazy.
They're pocket rescinding. But rescission, okay, rescission is the act of, okay, so if somebody is in the act of rescinding, it's a rescission.
It's too much.
Got it. It's too much. It is too much. I think it's too much. All right. Hey, whenever you don't, whenever you don't know a word, look it up. Like, I never glaze past a word that I don't know. Like, if I don't know it, I'm just gonna stop and look it up. It just and then you use it in the sentence like 3 or 4 times, and then you'll have it for the rest of your life. That's how my vocabulary got so vast. Okay, we need both to address the healthcare crisis, and we need some written assurance in the law. I won't take a promise that they're not going to renege on any deal we make. The television appearances indicated that Democrats and Republicans are busy talking, deploying against each other internet memes that have raised concerns about whether it's possible to negotiate in good faith. Can I just pause and say, if to even try to zhuzh this up, to try to like make it fancy by saying they're deploying, to use this word while talking about internet memes is crazy work. Do you hear me?
Embarrassing.
They're deploying against each other internet memes. No, these are adult men acting like children.
Yes.
These are adult women acting like children. If they're participating in this, y'all, the government is shut down and y'all are deploying memes against each other. What grade are we in? Is this 8th grade student body? And we want George to win because he'll bring the Italian cheese boats back at lunch?
Italian cheese boats.
Wait, what's an Italian cheese boat? I'm sorry.
I have no idea.
Is that an OG thing or what?
Is that a vegan thing?
No, it's not. Workman High School,
Okay.
the Italian cheese boat.
Gotcha.
It was bread
Gotcha.
with this cheese on it and the oil congealed on the top. And then you just have to like hold it like that to let all the drippings go. I don't know how we got out of high school without having heart attacks.
I think you just unlocked a core memory. I'm pretty sure they had that at Sunset in Oak Cliff as well.
Are you serious? The Italian cheese boat.
I didn't know that was it, but
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
remember I'm like, this is a really crappy pizza. This sucks.
Yeah, it's not even like a pizza. It's because it's on like a.
It's a cheese boat.
It's a.
And it's flooded.
They call it.
It's
There,
sinking.
there's water inside of the boat. It's filled with oil. Mrs. Rodriguez, my Italian cheese boat is filled to the brim with oil. It's gonna sink into my colon.
Oh my god.
Tips and Mrs. Rodriguez. The paisa lady, the abuelita's
See, abuelita's in the back, and there's like one white woman who's the supervisor. I don't know how she
She
could be.
smoked cigarettes in the back.
She did. And when she came to the front, she smelled like cigarettes.
Like, hurry up.
Her hand smelled like a cigarette. Her hand smelled like a pack of Cools.
You ever shaked an older white lady who smokes hand? Always,
Oh, it'll linger with you.
Oh no, I'm not tripping on the smell. It's a rusty hand every time. Older white woman, chain smokes. You shake the hand, pinch of a rasp, rusty hand. You know what I'm saying? And they never have their nails done. It's always like
Yeah,
nuts.
because the smoke.
very nubby.
Yeah, because the smoke just eats away at their. Yeah, and they look kind of tingy. They're like a tinge of yellow.
The hand don't make sense, and it's like there's not even like a plump meat. Like if you touch your hand right now, there's a plush. It's.
Did you say plump meat?
I'm just saying, like
Hey, dog, what is you saying?
If I go touch your hand, you touch my. Like we have a nice
Oh,
pillow.
the pad.
Yeah, we're padded.
Okay.
They're not like it is a exoskeleton. It's flat. It's rusty. Is wrong.
Man.
It's wrong. It's flat, rusty, and wrong.
But anyway, I digress. I'm sorry for interrupting.
No, it's all good.
All right.
The television appearances indicated that Democrats and Republicans are busy talking, deploying against each other internet memes that have raised concerns about whether it's possible to negotiate in good faith. Vice President, J.D. Vance said a video putting Jeffries in a sombrero and a thick mustache was simply a joke, even though it came across as mocking people of Mexican descent, as Republicans insist that the Democratic demands would lead to healthcare spending on immigrants in the country illegally, acclaimed Democrats dispute. Can we just stop right here? Even though it came across as mocking people of Mexican descent, it didn't come across. You were mocking people of Mexican descent. Stop playing.
Who wrote this?
I mean, the Associated Press wrote it, and if I'm going to read anybody, I would rather read the Associated Press than anybody else.
Okay.
But I'm not calling or drawing criticism to what is written. I'm making the point that you can't say it wasn't what it was, because it was. Like, we're not stupid.
It really was.
Don't gaslight me.
Yeah.
A sombrero and a thick mustache, and you're saying it was simply a joke? First of all, you're the vice president. Why are y'all even doing this? Why is the president making the meme? Why is the vice president defending it? Y'all ain't got nothing better to do? Like open the government back up?
Open it up.
Open it up.
Open it up, man.
Immigrants in the U.S. illegally are not eligible for any federal health care programs, including insurance provided through the Affordable Care Act and Medicaid. Still, hospitals receive Medicaid reimbursements for emergency care that they are obligated to provide to people who meet other Medicaid eligibility requirements but don't have an eligible immigration status. The challenge, however, is that the two parties do not appear to be having productive conversations with each other in private, even as Republicans insist they are in conversation with their Democratic colleagues. On Friday, a Senate vote to advance a Republican bill that would reopen the government failed to notch the necessary 60 votes to end a filibuster in the 100-member chamber. Senate Majority Leader John Thune of South Dakota said Sunday that the shutdown on discretionary spending, the furloughing of federal workers, and requirements that other federal employees work without pay will go on so long as Democrats vote no. They'll get another chance on Monday to vote again, and I'm hoping that some of them have a change of heart. Wow. Increíble.
It feels like they're in the political world, at least here in Western America. Last week we talked about it being a reality show, especially with the president that we have. We made a president who was a former reality star, and now he brings that energy over here. What I'm hearing, like, it's kind of like what you say, Tim. Like, I heard what you didn't say, and this feels like a lot of people that do not humanize each other. Because if there's an issue, there's a lot. I have empathy. I'm thinking of everyone that's involved. We need to meet. We got to figure this out for our country.
Yeah.
We got to do this. There's people at stake here. But this is like, I'll just figure it out later.
Well, these guys are mandatory paid. Their expenditure for the Senate and the Congress, they're getting paid regardless. even though the people that are helping them so much too, like they're not getting paid. So
That's what I'm
it's
saying.
interesting.
Like they're not humanizing the people they're serving. That's where I'm like, is this why you're taking so long and you can't make a decision and you can't figure it out? Like, you're not thinking of the people at Fair Park. You're not thinking of the people at Echo Lake. You're not thinking of those people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am just it's you know, again, we dehumanize people when we make people become issues. Then you can dehumanize them. And that's why I could never get into politics. Mr. Gorelick is was my teacher in the alternative school that I graduated from. I graduated from an alternative school. I don't know if anybody knows that. I graduated from Willow Park High School in Apple Valley, California. It is no longer there. But Mr. Gorelick, I don't even know if Mr. Gorelick is still alive, but Mr. Gorelick back in 1993 was a weed smoking vegan hippie who kept his long hair in a ponytail. And he was my English teacher, and he also did debate. He taught us how to debate. And he is actually the very first person before I gave my life to Jesus who said, he actually told my mom, your son is a very good speaker, and he should be in every debate, challenge, or competition that there is, and he should be doing public speaking. Wow. And I was like, fool, no, I'm about to be a cop. You know what I mean? And Mr. Gorelick was like, bro, you could be a politician, you could do like all kinds of stuff. I don't have the I don't have the stomach for politics. I can't play the games. I can't play the gambling. I'm holding a chip in my pocket. I'm going to do this for you. You owe me next time. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that, man. I can't do that. It's I don't have the stomach for that. You got to have a grace to be in that world if you're a believer, and it ain't me. Man, my second home. I got to cover this story. This is my second home. What are y'all doing over here? Police in Australia seize guns from dozens of owners who hold views rejecting government authority. Here we go. Wellington, New Zealand. Police in Western Australia, that would be Perth, the biggest, most isolated city in the world, or number 2. Ask me how I know. Second home, but who's flexing? Me. A little bit. Okay, police in Western Australia have seized guns and revoked or suspended firearms permits from dozens of owners linked to what investigators describe as sovereign citizen ideologies or views that reject government authority. Officials linked the crackdown on firearms users believed to hold such views to the fatal shooting in August of 2 police officers in Victoria State in the country's east. The suspect in those killings, 56-year-old Desi Freeman, remains at large weeks after he is said to have killed 2 officers visiting his rural property to serve a search warrant. In the years before the shooting, Freeman appeared to have embraced so-called sovereign citizen views during court appearances. Members of such movements use debunked legal theories to reject government authority. Gun owners have their permits canceled over their views. Freeman is suspected of killing Detective Senior Constable Neil Thompson and Senior Constable Vadim de Worthattart. Man, that's a last name for you. That's a last name for me. It's his last name, and he knows how to say it. Forgive me the whole de Worthattart family for not being able to say that fluently and eloquently. And wounding a 3rd officer. Following the shooting, investigators in Western Australia used bolstered gun laws enacted in 2024 to identify weapons users in their state who they said held similar views to Freeman's. The mission of this operation was simple, and that was to validate and verify our intelligence on who may hold sovereign citizen ideologies here in Western Australia. The state's police commissioner, Cole Blanche, told reporters on Sunday. Social media posts and information from other gun owners was used to identify those targeted. Wow, well, that's good. We got some responsible gun owners out here. Officers visited 70 properties over 5 days in late September and early October, seizing 135 firearms and suspending or revoking 44 gun licenses, Blanche said. Investigators relied on a legal provision that allows only someone who meets the standard of a fit and proper person to hold a gun permit. If you have made it very clear that you do not abide by the laws of Western Australia set by the Parliament, then there is no way that you can be a fit and proper person. We should have those laws out here. Raids prompted by shooting deaths of 6 Australian officers. In explaining the raids, Blanche said that in the past 3 years, 6 police officers in 4 states have been shot dead by members of the public, which he said was unprecedented in Australia. Can you imagine that? 6 dead is unprecedented.
Man.
6 dead in this country is Tuesday.
Last week.
And Tuesday's tomorrow. In 2022, 2 officers were shot and killed by Christian extremists at a rural property in Queensland state. The 3 shooters in that case, conspiracy theorists who reportedly hated the police, were shot and killed by officers after a 6-hour siege in the region of Wiambilla. A South Australian police officer was shot dead in 2023. Another was killed in Tasmania in June. All places I've been, by the way. This is my second home. Shooting deaths in Australia are otherwise rare. A 1996 massacre in the Tasmanian town of Port Arthur, where a lone gunman killed 35 people, prompted the government to drastically tighten gun laws and made it much more difficult for Australians to acquire firearms. When Western Australia's tighter gun laws were enacted last June, the state's government boasted that they were the strongest in the country. The changes included limiting the number of guns someone can own to 10 for most people. And for most people, that's more than enough. 10 guns? What are we doing? 6 weeks later, the search for the Victoria police killers goes on. Meanwhile, in rural Victoria, Australia's largest ever tactical police operation continues the search for Freeman. Hundreds of officers have traversed rugged landscapes, squeezed into caves, and checked mine shafts with no confirmed sightings of the fugitive so far. The August 26 killings happened when 10 armed police officers tried to execute a search warrant at Freeman's property in Purapunka, a town of just over 1,000 people located 200 miles northeast of the city of Melbourne. The suspect, Freeman, fled alone, on foot, and heavily armed into dense surrounding forests. He is experienced in wilderness survival skills, officials said. Oh, you're dealing with a Rambo type.
And in Australia?
In Australia?
With snakes and spiders?
You might never see bro again.
That's terrifying.
Whoa. Victoria's police commissioner, Mike Bush, did not offer a reason for the search of Freeman's property at the time, but he told reporters that attending officers included members of a unit that investigates sexual offenses and child abuse. Australian news outlets widely reported that Freeman espoused sovereign citizen beliefs, citing a 2021 video taken in Wangaratta Magistrates Court and published online, in which he can be seen attempting unsuccessfully to arrest a magistrate and police officers during a hearing. In a 2024 finding in Victoria's Supreme Court, where Freeman tried to challenge a lengthy suspension of his driver's license, a judge wrote the man had a history of unpleasant encounters with police officers, whom he referred to in his submission to the court as Nazis and terrorist thugs. Wow. I hope they find him. I hope they find bro, because, man, that's a lot. There's a lot of foolishness going on out here. So much foolishness. How can one stand it? The foolishness is fooling. We got to stop it. Increíble.
That was just so interesting. The death of 6 Australian officers, and you were like, yeah, that's just the deaths like that happen in the U.S. and it's just another Tuesday.
Yeah, absolutely.
What is that? What
That'll happen on the O Block before lunch.
Yeah. What is the what's the psyche and culture between that? You see like peace over here, and it's crazy for them to hear about 6 deaths, but over here it's just so normal. Does it have to do with the phone? Does it have to do with the history and what's in our DNA? Like what is this?
It's a good question, my guy. I here's what I know. I know when we got here, and I'm saying this as an American citizen, right? We get to this country. Let's skip all the massacres and the murders and pillagings and rapes, and we'll skip over all that, right? And we'll just say that they needed to have the right to bear arms so they could defend themselves, right? Now, this is an amendment that was put in our Constitution how many years ago? 200 and something years ago? 250? Yeah. Something like this? Okay. We don't think that we should revisit that, because I don't remember us being attacked like that. Now, do I want all the guns taken away from a country that has a gun culture? Absolutely not. What I'm saying is, it should not be as easy as me going to get a gallon of milk and a shotgun from Walmart. Shouldn't be that easy. But if you got gun manufacturers in this country, what do they want to do? Sell their guns.
Right.
They don't want to make it harder for them to get the guns. Why? Because now you're cutting into my profit margin. And we know Billy Bad A may not be the prime candidate that we want wielding a gun, but he passed our background check. I know he has some radical idealistic views, but he passed our background check. We just gave him the gun. Remember, guns don't kill guns. I mean, guns don't kill people. Only the people that pull the triggers kill people. But maybe the gun manufacturers may be aiding and abetting those with these clearly poor mental health records to have the option to exercise their crazy ideologies. It'd be hard to exercise crazy ideologies if you didn't have a gun in your hand. Yeah. Because then you just have to squabble up. And after you get two-pieced by the right person, you know what I'm saying? Most people, even with crazy ideologies, kind of start keeping it to themselves.
Yeah.
They might only say their crazy views when they're at home playing their little poker games with their friends, but they won't be out in the streets. But a gun will make a really, really timid person act very, very brave. There's liquid courage and there's gun courage. I'm just saying.
So there seems to be a real lazy process in approving guns for people, because there should be an extensive one, like you're saying, to make it essentially just more complicated for people to get the guns.
Absolutely. But it's way too easy. And it's easy for one reason and one reason only. We got to make that money, baby.
Yeah.
This is a capitalistic society. We got to make this money. I don't want all guns taken away. This country is too violent for that. All I'm saying is it shouldn't be that easy. That's all I'm saying.
You bring up a good point about the Constitution being antiquated, and maybe we need to revisit some stuff, especially the way that society has evolved. Mm-hmm. I think that there's a quote from Thomas Jefferson after they penned the Constitution. They were like, this is either going to be the greatest democracy or this has the potential to be something like really bad. And like, when you think about term limits and seat limits for politicians that are impacting millions of people right now because they're sending memes to each other, like, how important is that, Tim? Like, realistically, like there should be maybe psych evals on different things, like not only getting guns, but also like, are you competent to run public office? Are you competent to drive a vehicle? Like things like that.
Absolutely correct.
What's your take on that?
Well, my take is very simply that there is a game that's being played at a level that we don't even know about. What you have just said makes too much common sense. And the game that's being played has nothing to do with common sense. It has everything to do with power. And it has everything to do with control. If this was based in common sense, then we wouldn't even be having the kind of conversations that we have during our first hour of this show, right?
Yeah.
We'd be talking about completely different things. But we're not dealing with people that deal in common sense. We're dealing with people that deal in power dynamics. The power dynamic is the most important thing to them. The power dynamic is the thing that is most intoxicating to them. The power dynamic is the thing that they lust for. It's power. So it's something that I have peeped over years, and I have just concluded this is a power dynamic in this country that I am well aware of.
Yeah.
I understand it very, very well. And we can only call it out in a way that makes us more wise as believers in Jesus as to how we navigate it. But to think we're not dealing with a power dynamic is absolutely crazy. Let me give you a case in point. The great Billy Graham. I have a lot of respect for this man. He wasn't perfect. I have a lot of respect for this man. May God rest his soul. I know he's with the great cloud of witnesses right now. Billy Graham, as an evangelist, met with every president from, I think, I might have it wrong. Can you check? The first one may have been Truman.
First president.
Not the first.
Like you want to know what's the first president he met with?
Yeah. Truman might be too early, but he met with every president from somebody to Obama.
Beginning with Harry S. Truman.
Yeah,
1950.
From Truman, he met with everybody from Truman all the way to Obama.
Including John F. Kennedy, Lyndon Johnson, Richard Nixon, the Bush family, everybody. Crazy, dog.
Okay, you just made a roll call. You just preempted me. You ready for this?
Yes.
He met with Democrats and Republicans. As a believer in Yeshua, as an evangelist for the gospel, he met with Democrats and Republicans. Every president wanted to meet with him. He wasn't the Democrats' president or the Republican president. This was God's ambassador speaking into the lives of the presidents that ran these United States of America. He was not responsible for what they did with whatever counsel he gave them. He was responsible for giving them the counsel. Who's Billy Graham's replacement?
It's funny that you mentioned that, because I remember like a group of like pastors or something went to the White House recently. Is that true? Like, do like?
Yes.
Is there?
Yes, but they're usually all I'm saying now is the usually the pastors that go meet with these presidents now, they meet the Democrats have their pastors and the Republicans have their pastors.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. And the people that go meet with these presidents or that serve on these faith councils or the faith advisory board or whatever, this is my own opinion, okay? And I'm not talking about everybody.
Right.
But I'm talking about most bodies. Let me make my statement again. I ain't talking about everybody, but I'm talking about most bodies. Most of the bodies in that room are intoxicated by the power that's in that room. When they pray over the president, when they're laying hands on the president, they're more enamored with laying hands on power than they are laying hands on a man and actually praying, God, give him the wisdom to run this country.
Google states a position without a successor. Following Graham's death in 2018, many noted that it was impossible for one person to fill his role, as religious and political landscapes have shifted significantly.
Religious and political landscapes have shifted. That means the people have shifted. Not the landscape, the people. We just didn't have somebody that was down enough to say, hey, I want to sit down with whoever the president is and ensure that I offer them some wise counsel that could help them do their job better. We don't have nobody that wants to be neutral.
Right.
We got donkey pastors and we have elephant pastors. It's whack, bro. It's whack. It's really whack. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. We got donkey pastors and we got elephant pastors.
What's in the middle? What animal? Like a koala? Like cute and fuzzy, but you got some claws?
I don't know.
No? A sloth?
Eat leaves, you're a vegan.
Oh, yeah. Koalas are vegan.
And they're from Australia. Tim, you like koalas?
Do I like koalas?
Yeah.
They're so cute. Koalas are cute.
Thank you for saying that, because I was getting a little scared with you, my brother. You told me you'd be opposed to having a pet dog. Is that correct? In the house?
Yes.
Okay, so here was my fear before. I'm admitting this now on air. My fear before was, you ever been around someone that doesn't fancy dogs? A lot of times they turn out to be little serial killers. You know what I'm saying? They turn out to be a little scary when they don't have the little love bomb empathy for a pet. So to hear that you love koalas makes me feel a lot better. Like, okay, Tim isn't secretly, a famous serial killer or a famous something along those lines. I was getting a little nervous, is what I'm saying. Tim?
You thought because I didn't want a dog in the house, I was gonna kill people.
I'm just saying. You ever been around those people? A little psychotic.
And then
I'm just saying. I've also never seen you pet a dog. Now that I think about it, or a cat.
Call Hooli.
Really?
hopefully
The dog loved you when you walked in. I remember that. Why the head nod? What's the tilt? What is this?
That's what the little doggy would do to you. You know those dogs I hate? I know they tilt their head when they're like,
You know those dogs say, "Hey, dude, way to confess on stream."
Thank you so much.
You're concerned. He's like, I'm gonna confess this on camera right now. And it was about to him. Dogs. Arf.
yeah, that's hilarious.
Oh man. He said, "Call Hooli."
That's crazy work, bro. Hey, hold on. I got it. What am I trying to do right now?
Host a live stream?
That was, yo, it was the inflection at the end. Host a live stream? I think that's why we're here. Yo, that was bravo. That was good. I enjoyed that.
Go.
Okay. That's it for news.
Is it?
Right? Yeah, we're done.
We did good.
Got 60
We did
seconds.
I think we did good.
good. We did good.
Good job, guys.
I think we did really good.
Hector, Taco Bell or Jack in the Box?
Ooh.
Man, you are going to the trash. You're going to the toilet no matter what. And if you don't got a bidet, you will be crusty. It's going to be rough. But in my... Oh, got to hit the
In a
chant now.
pinch. In a
Hold on.
pinch. In a pinch? Okay, never mind.
Hey, hey, you hear this music? Go ahead and get into it wide open. These phone lines is wide open. All around the world, we wide open. Sheesh. Yeah. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we up in here, you know what I'm saying? We are here for the next 2 hours, straight up, to create a safe space for you to give the gift of your vulnerability. We can talk about anything, yo. When I tell you anything from sports to cartoons to comics to video games to maybe some of the most traumatic episodes in your life. Doesn't matter either way. We can go, okay? This is a space where you can be fully seen, fully heard, fully known, fully loved, even if you're not fully agree with, because 4 out of 5 ain't bad. I do not guarantee to have all the answers, but I do guarantee a safe space for you to be able to ask. With that being said, my preliminaries out of the way. Do we have any callers?
Raheem, welcome to Wide Open. You're on with Tim Ross.
Y'all hear me?
Yes, sir. What's going on, Raheem?
Hey, how's it going?
Fantastic, bro. I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Good. I cannot complain on this beautiful Monday morning here in North Carolina, so I love it.
That's awesome, bro. That's awesome. What's going on?
Not much. I was actually supposed to call in Friday. I know we cut short for your amazing wife to come in, so I was like, okay.
Yes, sir.
Which is funny because I'm like, it's kind of short on time. I might not, be able to say anything, but a lot of what Destiny and Gabby, I believe their names were, right? They were talking about kind of answered some of my questions.
Oh,
and
awesome.
Gave me some encouragement I didn't know I needed.
Okay, great.
So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get on there. I'm just gonna, I thank y'all and make a few joke or here and get out of here.
Yeah.
Like, hey, so that's it for today. I'm like, all right, well, hey, Lord, I had nothing else to say anyway. So,
Right. Well, I'm glad
yeah.
today worked, man.
Oh yeah. But as far as questions, I was still gonna ask the same one I had Friday, if that's okay.
Of course. Yeah, whatever you
Okay.
want.
So my question basically was around discipleship, right? How do you be a good disciple, like while you're under somebody,
Mm-hmm.
while also, discipling somebody else?
Yes,
Kind of
sir.
like in between.
Absolutely.
I guess so a little bit of context, right? So I think I've been doing pretty well with
Okay.
my walk with the Lord. I'm still making some mistakes here or there.
As we all
Been a
are.
believer for for quite a while.
Mhm.
I was saved at 7,
Okay.
and then I didn't get baptized until I was 24. I
Mhm.
realized I don't really see the point. I've already gave my life and confessed with my mouth that He's my Lord and Savior.
Mm-hmm.
However, I felt that strong pull to I need to do this, and I got this same Sunday. I think it was a Flood Sunday from Transformation Church. Michael Todd was talking about it, and I was like, nah, Lord, I know I talked about it, but maybe I don't need to do that. And then I was, Lord, if I need to do this today, He's going to say something specific. I don't remember what that specific was. I think I wrote it down somewhere, and He said it, and I was like, okay, maybe it's time to do so. So
Yeah.
I went out to the pool, got baptized, feeling good.
Awesome.
I'm ready. And then at that time, I was like, I need to step it up. I need to find another level to go to, because as we all know, when we look at the greats, whether it comes to sports or great pastors, whoever, they had somebody that helped coach them, to counsel them, something to get to the next level. And I'm like, well, I mean, I know I can be good, but I'm not all that great. So I need to find somebody who can help me along with my journey with
For
the
sure.
Lord. So,
Yep.
okay, cool. So I'm looking for discipleship. And then eventually I kind of started calling you like my unofficial mentor. I can't meet with you physically, but
Yep.
even just watching your podcast and your information, your old sermons that I could find on YouTube, I'm like,
Yep.
oh yeah, this is for real. I don't know. I don't agree with everything he says. However, there's something about this man that's like, yeah, he's for real. So let me follow this guy for a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
And here I am, like 3-4 years later.
Wow.
So, but yeah, as I continue on with my life, I'm okay. How do I be a good disciple of someone who's above me while discipling somebody else?
Absolutely. It's a great question, man. And it's a very It's a very simple answer. I'm not saying the execution is always simple. It's a very simple answer. And I'm gonna use myself as an example. I have people that are my mentors, those that have discipled me in the faith. The best gift that I could give them as their mentee is to not only listen to the wisdom, the advice, the teaching, the instruction, and the correction that they give me, but also to implement it. Nothing makes a mentor happier than to see a mentee. Nothing makes a discipler happier than to see one of their disciples actually get it. Actually put into practice the thing that we already paid for, that they already paid for, right? They paid full price for the wisdom that they gave you over lunch.
Mm-hmm.
And when they say, don't do that, I don't do it. When they say, do that, I do it. Once again, I'm following them as I follow Christ, as they follow Christ. So if they tell me to do something that is not lined up with the word, I don't got to do that. Right? If I were to tell you, hey, Raheem, you're my disciple now, and so, man, I need you to become a vegan. Don't do that. That's a personal preference, right? Like sometimes your mentor might have something that they tell you to do and ain't got nothing to do with scripture. It just might just be a personal preference. Like I don't eat before I preach. And you might be like, man, I'll pass out if I don't eat before I preach. Like we're not talking about stuff like that. But when it comes to like what is in this book and the wisdom on relationships or the wisdom on money or how to deal with a difficult coworker or whatever, I got somebody I'm discipling right now, who I think I mentioned this last week. He wanted to knock out his coworker, and I sent him a scripture and was like, "Here's how you got to handle it." And he was like, "Yeah, I don't want to do none of that, and I will do it." It's the greatest gift he can give me. I am most frustrated with people that I have mentored for a long time, and they just won't do what I say. Because and you know who I got? You know who I struggle. This is most difficult with the guys I mentor.
Oh.
Hey, bro, I'm so grateful you asked this question because I get to unpack some stuff for you. So I mentor men and women. I'm not one of these guys that's like guys with guys and girls with girls. Right? Now, some guys need that boundary and some women need that boundary. And if they need that boundary, yay. But I'm equal opportunity. I mentor guys and I mentor girls. I promise you, I have never had to put this into percentage, but I'm gonna give you what is a fair estimate, okay? Out of all the women I have ever discipled, I would say 4% of them, only 4% of them have gone against my counsel. Of the men that I have discipled, which that's a 96% success rate, okay? I'm doing well with the girls, okay? With the guys that I have discipled, probably it's still high, but it just stings more with the guys for me, right? It's probably 82%.
Gosh.
It's probably 82% with the guys. And hey, Raheem, it drives me through a flipping wall, bro.
Man.
I don't, bro, do I come out of this book?
You sure do.
I come straight out of this book. I don't. Yes, I have my own idiosyncrasies and my own personality traits, and some of it could rub you the wrong way. But if you say Tim is my mentor and I tell you do this and you don't do that, and then you have the dumbest consequence of all time as a result, what I'm supposed to do next? What am I supposed to do next? Bro, it drives me up the wall. It drives me up the wall. But the guys have something, and even though it drives me off the wall, you know what one of my adages is: Jesus is king, context is queen. Right? With all thy getting, get an understanding. So here's what I've deduced. With my young ladies, I think it's 96%, because if they had a godly man in their life, if they had their dad in their life, I become like the uncle, right? You sound like my dad. I know, I know what it is to get this type of advice. My dad loves me. You love me. I know you're trying to tell me the right thing to do. Okay. If they didn't have a daddy, they want a fatherly voice. I'm a safe man. They know I ain't playing no games. I don't want to have sex with them. I ain't trying to turn them out, nothing like that, blah, 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 right? And if they had some bad relationship with some man, I kind of restore that hope. And it's like, wow, the way you love Juliet, I hope I find a man that treats me the way you treat Juliet, blah, blah, blah. So it works out 96%. All right, 82% for the guys. Here's my conclusion. My conclusion is, here's my findings. If they had a father figure in their life, a good dad, or they were in the military, I ain't got no problem with those guys. On the military side, I might have to deal with a little bit of their PTSD, but they're good, right? They fall in line. They're great. If they had a bad relationship with their father, or they had no father at all in their life, my voice as a man, just as a man, not my particular voice, but the voice of a man angers them. Because they haven't addressed the issues with their father wounds. So the moment I'm like, hey, dog, you can't do that. They don't say this out loud, but their action, everything about the way they behave after I make a correction or want to provide some perspective is, you're not going to son me. I'm not going, I ain't nobody going to, I ain't going to just let no man tell me what to do. And I'm like, okay, bro. But when you go to work, I think a man tells you what to do. And I'm using that very generically, right? It could be a man or a woman. Mm-hmm. Somebody tells you what to do at work. If you get pulled over, you didn't just mash the gas. You saw those lights from that berry hit you behind you, you pull over. You know what I'm saying? So in my mind, I'm literally like, I be looking at him and I just be a little miffed. I'd be like, dang, bro, if you would get over that, you would get put on game so easily. Here's the analogy I use. This is dated. I'm 50, but here's my analogy. It's the difference between playing NBA basketball and N1 mixtape basketball. Did you ever see the N1 mixtapes?
I did not.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So the N1 mixtapes, these were some of the dopest basketball players you had ever seen in your life on the blacktop. Okay? Uh-huh. This is Skip to My Lou, White Chocolate, Professor, all these dudes, huh? Escalade. Like just Google it, it'll pop up on YouTube. You'll see these highlights of these people. The N1 basketball players, they had a whole little league. They would travel. This is back in the VHS era as well. VCRs, VHS era. So these guys were amazing basketball players, Raheem. And they got some street cred. but they couldn't set a screen. They couldn't run a pick and roll. They didn't know how to space the floor. So for all of those great ball handling skills, for all the hops that they had and the dunks and the oohs and ahs that they got on the street, they could have been making $2-3 million if they just disciplined themselves to play on a team. But guess what? They don't want to submit to a coach. So they made a whole league off of no rules because you know what? I do want to travel. I do want to carry the ball. I don't want to play sound defense. All right, then you get to be in the and one mixtape league. But only people that are submitted to authority can play in the NBA. God is the head of Christ. Christ is the head of me. We all submitted. But when we don't want that submission word, ooh, it be getting us, bro. And so I want to bring my 82% record up. I want to bring that up with the guys, but the guys be on some like, oh man, I preached yesterday at our church in Denton, and I taught on marriage, and I went hard on the men. When I got to Ephesians 5, verses 21 through 25, talking about submission. Because we have too many men have abused that passage to make wives submit to their husbands, not understanding that if they continue to read, the husband has to die for the wife. So we got all these men that want submissive wives, but we got all these men that don't want to die for their wives. So I had to put it on their neck yesterday. And it went from smiles. Nobody was scowling. But you know, the dudes was kind of sitting there like, bro, move on. When you gonna get to the... And it's like, there's nothing to move on to, my guy.
Gosh.
So that is my... For a disciple maker, the greatest thing you can have in your disciple is someone that's going to actually implement what you give them. For that person that has been given, okay, let me give you a perfect example. I'm going to say this dude's name because this is one of my disciples. I've been discipling him since he was a teenager. His name is Devontae. Devontae is down at Lakewood now. He's at Lakewood with Joe Osteen. And I've been discipling him since he was a teenager. There is nothing I've ever told that man to do that he hasn't done. Period. And if I caught him right now, he would say, nah, everything he told me to do, I've done it. And there's been a result from it as well. Mike Todd, same thing. Mike talks about me in a way that makes me uncomfortable when he starts talking about me, because I love to be the behind the scenes person. So I'm only bringing up Mike Todd's name because he's brought up my name. There's nothing I've ever told Mike to do that he has not done. Ever. And there's been success. I'm not Charmed. I'm not Simon Cowell. I'm not breaking the next greatest pastor. That's not my job. I've done it for people that become pastors. I've done it for people that become dentists. I've done it for people that are high school basketball coaches. Katie is one of my spiritual daughters. There's nothing I've ever told that girl to do that she hasn't done. Because I give game on life. I keep people from marrying stupid. I keep people from ruining their lives. Ask me how I know. Because I already made a bunch of mistakes. I'm not sitting up here some guru that's never done none of the stuff that I'm telling other people not to do. I've either done it or know someone too close to me that has done it. So I'm trying to help people avoid pitfalls. This is all wide open is to me, Raheem, is the book of Proverbs. I'm sitting at the city gate just trying to give people free game before they either travel too far deep into the city and turn down the wrong corner or leave the city before they go on their way. I sit at the intersection of faith and culture, and I try to give people a biblical worldview in layman's terms that they can actually use.
Yeah.
That's it. Last week, we had to contend for the life of an unborn child. A young lady called on maybe a Tuesday and has scheduled an abortion Wednesday. We bought that child some time. If she actually canceled that appointment, we've bought that child some time. Maybe the Holy Spirit will work on her heart and maybe she'll save that baby. And then we need to have a whole community on the other side so that when the baby actually gets here, she doesn't feel like she's actually alone. I want to make sure there's resources for her. I want to make sure there's a community for her. Like, that's what we do here. It's everyday, regular, degular stuff. This is not just a full-on discipleship live stream. This is not just a full-on, well, we ain't debating nothing. We ain't talking about, we don't bring up people that have had failures unless we're talking about praying for them and what it can teach us so that we don't fall into the same thing. But we got people out here, man. I feel like I just did a whole bunch of talking to a question that I've already answered, but I just needed to, you kind of opened up a box and I needed to express my heart on it. So for what that's worth, I hope you got something out of that. Sorry.
Oh, no, I did. I appreciate that. The long talks, whether it's me talking long or someone else, I love it. And that was really good. You touched on a point that I have seen a lot of people in my old church talk about as far as mentorship when it comes to like men and men or women and women.
Yep.
That whole thing, like it was a hard no, this or that. And so I was like, okay, well, I mean, I get it. I'm not, at the time, I wasn't really thinking about having anybody under me. Like, I'll just, go to church, praise the Lord, do all this stuff and things.
Yep.
And I thought to myself, like, so, like, let's say that there's like a single dad, right? And he's got his daughter. Like, is he not gonna, teach her like the ropes and whatnot about life?
Right.
I know there's some things that only a woman can, kind of,
For sure.
like, do the whole thing, navigate her up. But it's like, whoa. So he's not supposed to just do nothing with her? Like, I gotta go find some random woman that I don't know. Like, hey, basically mentor and teach my daughter all this stuff and things.
Right.
I'll just wait if I have a son in the future.
Yep.
And I'm like, I don't know. Like, and like you said, some people, right? You maybe have the boundary of just like stay with your assigned gender, right? To
Right.
go do that thing. And some people, might have the capacity to go and like, hey, I can. As a woman, I can help this, young man raise up and something. Hey, you don't want to do this. Move around this way. Hey, you need to read this scripture, etc.
That's right.
Like,
Yes.
it was gonna be all crazy. Some of them kind of made it seem like as soon as
I can hear you. Yes, sir.
okay, the call just came in randomly. I don't know if that disturbed anything.
No worries.
Where was I? Oh yeah, so like a woman, as soon as she talks to like this man or vice versa, it's like, oh yeah, they're gonna have sex and there's some lust there, and I'm like, my goodness, like, I don't think everybody is
Everybody
on that.
ain't-
Like, I don't think it's that deep. Like,
It's-
y'all were making it so
Yes.
crazy. Like, I didn't like that. So like when you said that, I was like, that's good, and that's really freeing, and also just confirmation from things I've heard from the Lord. Like, okay, Lord, thank you for that, because I just hate that sometimes.
Yeah, bro. I tell this story. I don't know if you've heard it before, but when I was a young adult pastor, I pastored for 4 years as a young adult pastor, and in those 4 years, I did a lot of counseling, man. Like well over 2,000 hours in those 4 years of just sitting with people, listening and talking and trying to give them biblical advice. In those of those 4 years, I counseled young men and young women. 3 of the young ladies I was attracted to. Now, attraction isn't planned, but when they walked in the door for the first time, my whole body kind of went, hello. And I noticed it, and I got through the counseling session because I'm a professional, right? But I was aware of the attraction, and when they left, I called my admin in and told them that I couldn't meet with them anymore because I'm attracted to them. And then I just didn't meet with, bro, that was 3 in 4 years. Like if you find yourself sexually attracted to a person, then you probably shouldn't be meeting with them. You shouldn't play yourself into thinking, well, no, I'm her mentor, and it doesn't matter. And even though I have these feelings, I can, no, don't play with fire. You flee from temptation. You flee youthful lust, right? So I'm not above saying that if there was a woman that I felt very attracted to, yeah, I probably shouldn't be mentoring that person. But if that's happening all the time, okay, then maybe you should only be mentoring guys. But I don't have that situation. I see women as my sisters. If they're not my wife, they're my sister in Christ. But that also doesn't mean that my body won't be sexually attracted to somebody.
Yeah.
Right. And that's just biological. And if that happens, then I have to make the call that protects me. Because here's the other thing. I used to always say this to my mentees. I am never concerned about the woman that is attracted to me. I am always concerned about the woman I'm attracted to.
Mm-hmm.
Like if she feeling me, that ain't got that don't bother me, right? If she starts being like flirty or advancing, then then I got to put her in check, right? And there's a hard boundary on that. But the danger level lies in who I'm attracted to, not who's attracted to me. That's where you have to be honest. So anyway, I hope that's helpful.
I know that was helpful. I definitely appreciate that. I laugh because I have heard you say that before, and even during my time, well, I'm still working as that, but as a physical therapy assistant, right? I see patients, they come in and whatnot, and out of the 3 years I've been doing this now,
Mm-hmm.
I've had 2 where it was like female, and I was like,
Yep.
oh wow,
Yeah.
you're definitely crafted and all of the stuff and things and whatnot. So I was okay, cool.
Yep.
And one, I got through it. Okay, that's cool. Just focus on the exercises, make sure everything's good. Cool. And told one of my coworkers, like, hey, do you think you could take, such and such? Like, yeah, I can do that. Everything good? Like, did she come at you crazy, try to kill you? Like, no. I just, uh, just some stuff. I feel more comfortable if you worked with her.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
The second one was like it. The second one was like it was like a I don't know, like it was like a movie moment. Like I happened to my coworker was out. I took on this female patient,
Mm-hmm.
and for some reason in our clinic there was no one else around. It was a cooler day. It was real silent in there, and I had to do some active like mobility on her, right? So I had to
Mm-hmm.
like manipulate things. I'm looking at her chart, and it's like the hip kind of leg area. And I'm like, oh, okay, well that's great. And then she comes in like this is that's not fun. But anyway, continue to go on with the whole session. Now, hey, how's this feel? Everything okay for you? We're gonna just, do this pull, kind of talking through her, make sure that she can still see me. Like, hey, I'm doing this now.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it was on purpose or maybe she was really in that much pain, but like she would move or make these noises, and I'm like, hey, are you still okay? Are you fine? Like, yeah, I'm fine. And then like, can we take a quick break? And she wants to talk about this is going on and her struggles with like a possible husband. And I'm like, this is not good. I feel like I'm in the danger zone, like
Yep.
way high. So I'm like, okay. I still don't know. This is completely wrong. I know it's supposed to be a 60-minute session. We're about 30 minutes in. Like, hey, if you want to leave, like, we can be done, and I can write you up, and next time you come, you can do the make everything much better. Like, yeah, I think I feel pretty good. Okay, good, good. Okay, so what's
Right.
your pain? I'll make sure I see you next week. It's gonna be great.
Yep.
It was. I was like, thank God, because that was it, we were in the red, almost in the black, and I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, we got to get up out of here.
Yeah, for sure.
Get out of here. Oh my goodness.
Absolutely. Kudos, bro. Kudos. It's like that sometime, man. It's like that sometime.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, that was basically my whole question. I did, I guess, um, wow, I'm about to lose what I'm about to say that fast. Oh no, I was gonna ask for prayer
Yes,
as
sir.
well, before we end the call here
Okay.
for like my transition.
Yes.
'Cause as of today, I'm officially out of the Army service after 10 years.
Oh, thank you for your
And
service, my
so,
guy.
no problem, no
Awesome.
problem.
Yeah. Congrats.
So I'm actually trying to transition over to the Air Force though to continue service,
Nice.
right? For like, hopefully for the rest of another 10, 15, whatever years.
Yep.
However, because Wednesday was the new fiscal year, right? And of course, the government shutdown also happened. And I was like, okay, well, I don't know what that's looking like with the packet that I put in, and I haven't heard anything in a while from my recruiter. So I
Yep.
was like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on here because I really just like, Lord, I'm praying about that. I want to do this. I want to do this. And the day it comes up, this happens, and she goes, go. So I'm like, was this never in your plan, Lord? Or like, should I go back to the Army? Should I just continue on like, my education and start my, PTA like on the civilian side now? Like,
Mhm.
I don't know. Because as much as I felt pretty confident, I was like, ooh, okay, well, we're out here, Lord. We really just out here.
For sure.
Thank God for our savings.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, what's next?
Yeah, for
so
sure.
Just pray for that.
Okay, absolutely. Well, let's pray now. So, God, thank
Okay.
you so much for my brother, Raheem, your son. Thank you for his life. God, we know that you order his steps. Holy Spirit, you guide him into every season and aspect of his life. I pray with this job situation lingering, that you would make it evident sooner or later the direction that he's supposed to go. God, you open doors that no man can shut, which means if you have something for Raheem, nobody else can take it. God, we also thank you that you close doors that no man can open. You make it very obvious to us, sometimes painfully, that you don't want us to go in a certain direction. So God, I just pray that you would make the next step for Raheem very, very clear, very, very quickly. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Man, thank you so much.
You're
This
welcome,
has
bro.
been such an honor, and I'm finally glad to like talk to you one-on-one. I thought I was gonna be nervous, and I was like, wow, this is so comfortable. Like it just feels like I'm in your house with you now. I'm not obviously, but it's like, this is great. This is really great. Thank you to the whole team. I
For
love
sure.
you guys. I messaged Hector, and I was like, I wonder if like, this is all just like some punked, like, I got you, like, you're not actually going on the show, you're just we just put it out there to see what happened. I like, they're not like that. Of course, but my mind wandered and all that thing. So I thank you guys too. This has been great.
Thank you, man. No, we are here to serve, and we're honored to be in a position like we are. And you saying like you felt like right at home and felt like you were in the house with us, like that's the prayer that I pray. That's exactly how I want everybody to feel. So I'm grateful that you experienced that today, and we love you.
Love y'all too.
Okay, have a great day, man.
I will. Y'all too.
All
See
right,
ya.
peace. The homie Raheem. I love it, bro. Love it. Too good. Too good. That discipleship series is going hard.
We got about 16 more weeks.
Yeah,
People won't deny it.
Let's just go through the rest of the year. Discipleship
Honestly,
through the
you
rest of
really
the year.
can.
You know what I mean? Just keep hitting it
Hello?
off. Hi.
Oh,
My friend, welcome to Wide Open. Please introduce yourself. You are on with Tim Ross.
Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing well. I'm Aaliyah.
Hi, Aaliyah.
Okay. Look, back when you were doing like the basement on you were doing like those lives at like 12 p.m. back in 2023.
Uh-huh.
I had sent in a question. So I want you to kind of remember me. I don't know if you do.
Okay.
But I had sent in a question in regards to what was it? Like just trying to be more affectionate to
Mhm.
my newlywed husband and my stepson at the time.
Uh-huh.
And you had gave me a lot of guidance and stuff. Because I was telling you how in the past, I was adopted, raised by my aunt, my mom's sister, and she was like very tough love.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to try to navigate like how to show affection and love to, my new family.
Yeah, for sure.
So you had gave me some advice. So I don't know if you remember me, but
How did it
we
how did it go? How's it been since?
it has been great.
Good.
However,
However.
look, we have just been dealing with like just behavior issues. My husband and I, we're trying to navigate how to raise a young man of God, right?
Mm-hmm.
And dismantle 5 years worth of damage from a co-parent,
Got you.
right? So
Okay.
let me give you a little background.
Yeah, take your time.
Well, let me give you the question first.
Okay.
So I just want practical tips and guidance that my husband and I can do to raise our kids, and they're both boys. We have one together, a 1-year-old.
Okay.
And I want to raise them to be men of God whose characters are righteous, fruitful, obedient, humble, respectful, responsible, excellent, merciful, intelligent. So yeah, I just want some practical tips that we can actually like put into work and be consistent in.
Mm-hmm.
And also I would like maybe some guidance on worldly things to restrict, how to lead by example,
Mm-hmm.
how to speak gently and not yell,
Mm-hmm.
um, and adequate punishments for a boy.
Got it.
So just like you were talking about with Raheem, that kind of was perfect because my friend and I, we were just talking about recently how we feel like girls are they're easier to discipline. You can give a discipline for action or anything, and then they'll straighten up
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
faster than a boy would. So
Right.
that's the kind of situation that we're dealing with right now.
Yep.
For more context, he recently just turned 9.
Mm-hmm.
He comes from a background of like, how can I say it? Because we don't like. Okay, my husband had to go on vacation for
Mm-hmm.
like the 2 years of his son's life.
Understood.
You get what I'm saying?
I do.
Yeah, okay.
I'm following you.
Yeah. So he missed those years, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then once he got home, he basically he couldn't get him full time like he wanted to. He
Okay.
had to see him only when he could see him, right?
Got it.
So mom is just like very hood environment, very like young, still want to live her life. It was just like not being taught respect,
Mm-hmm.
not being taught like regular educational things a kid should learn.
Okay.
Being taught to do bad things. You know how it is in that environment.
For sure.
I
I
feel
sure
like I
do.
don't even have to explain.
Yeah, you got
You know.
I'm with you. I'm tracking.
Okay. So, and I'm sorry, my baby's in the background.
I don't care.
So yeah, it had just got to the point where we got him at 5. And then we ended up getting married a year later, 2023, when he turned 6. And going to school, we just seen like a lot of behavior issues, even some at home, but it would more so be heightened when the authorities, my husband and I, wasn't around. So it's
Mhm.
just like a lot of disrespecting adults, throwing things, fighting, outbursts of anger, not listening, lots of like smart comments or talking back.
Mm-hmm.
The school calling every day, or like our apartments was right across the street from the school. So sometimes the teachers will walk across and just be
Wow.
like, hey, this is how today went, or it'll be parents that are like, hey, Mom, I need to talk to you. This is what happened with my kid.
Right.
Yeah, so it had became a lot. Like, and me personally, my husband comes from a background where that's normal. Kids in his family, like bad behavior is normal.
Mm-hmm.
Me, on the other hand, I feel like this is not something I'm used to. This is not something I've seen frequently, especially growing up on my side, with my family and stuff. So it was very much a shock, and it was very much overwhelming in a
Mm-hmm.
sense, because I felt like I couldn't sit down and like adequately like build that bond in that relationship, because I
Mm-hmm.
feel like I had to turn that off and then be on authoritative mode, if that
Got you.
makes sense.
Uh-huh. You couldn't be
Like,
a
I have to
nurturer.
correct you, I got to get you right, because I don't want you to go down that path. I want you to be better,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So that was first grade. It got to a year where second grade, it was like every day. The teachers were calling every single day, bad report. And I was just like, you know what? We about to homeschool.
Yeah.
I was working from home. I was like, I'm about to do it. I was pregnant at the time. I was working from home full time plus overtime. And I'm like, you about to sit up here and we about to do some work together. And I homeschooled him for like the second semester of second grade. And behavior improved a lot.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
Third grade, still some issues, but it improved a lot. Now that we're in fourth grade, it's just like now it's taking that dip again.
Mm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So it had got to the point to where I was like, okay, last year, third grade, I was like, you know what? It's like a lot of bad stuff with the environment and the kids where we live at and stuff. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take him off the bus and I'm gonna carpool him.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I'm carpooling every morning and every afternoon. I'm like, you know what? I don't know what to do. I'm just about to use God.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm like, I'm about to pray to you. I'm about to read you some proverbs before you go to school.
For sure.
And I'll pray with him. We'll say Bible verses, and I'll be like, yeah, like this is how God wants us to act. We gotta please God. We gotta be fruitful. And I'm
Mhm.
naming the fruits of the spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And it was working. But this year I ended up putting him back on the bus and then downhill again.
Okay.
And the staff at the school, they know us, of course, and they know that my husband and I, like, we do not play when it comes down to behavior. So they'll always go out their way to reach out. And then they were just saying, like, hey, we see him like going on an up and up with academics. However, it's just like the crowd that he's around is kind of like bringing him down. He's like, that crowd, we can tell are not on that right track in life, but we can tell that y'all are putting him on the right track in life, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we've been kind of doing some things like that, but we still find it like just backsliding, like yelling at adults this year. And mind you, it's about to be 2 months at school. School just started.
Right.
And it's just like throwing things at teachers just because they're telling him what to do. And we experience that at home too. It's just like, I don't want to be told what to do because I lived that first part of my life not being told what to do, and I can do whatever I want to do.
Okay.
So how can you help us navigate through instilling obedience and disciplining in a right way to where we just feel like we're not blowing up because this is the millionth time we say you need to listen and then you just go out your way because, oh, I want to have fun,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, now it's just leading to the point where it's like, okay, now I'm going to lie. He stole for the first time the other day. And it's just like becoming more of that. I was like, I don't know. I was putting the blame on myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I don't know if I'm doing enough. Like when it come down to like being more motherly affectionate, I'm like, okay, maybe that's what he's missing. I'm telling my husband, I'm like, I don't know if you're doing enough when it comes down to leading by example and,
Mm-hmm.
not yelling when we're disciplining or anything that the case may be. Of course, we're upset because we're like, okay, it's just not getting through. But anyways,
I got you. And
any parenting advice, like we're young, I'm 28, he's 30. So it's just like that you could take that into context too.
for sure, absolutely. So this young man is 9 now?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So obviously he was in an environment where discipline was not given at all.
Right.
And now he's in an environment where the discipline is given. He's also dealing with a public school environment that's bringing out the worst in him.
Yes.
And I don't know if he feels like he has to defend himself, protect himself, fit in. Kids do all kind of stuff to survive, right?
Yeah.
We homeschooled our kids. They never went to a public school, so I can only imagine what he has to try to navigate for 6 hours or so every day. But let's just address. I'm just kind of.
Let me say this. Let me
Please.
say this before you keep going.
Yeah.
From what teachers are saying, he is the ringleader. He's the alpha male, the ringleader. I start it all and I finish it, and
Okay.
other kids follow after him.
Okay. Well,
So me personally, just being based off of how I interacted with him and things that I've observed, I know he loves being the center of attention.
Okay.
Because he's that with his family. Like,
Got you. All good.
So that's what I kind of chunk it up to be like. I've always gotten that. I'm always in the best clothes, the best shoes. Everybody spoils the heck out of me. I get what I want.
Got you.
Definitely.
Okay.
He's loved.
So what does discipline look like at home?
So let me be politically correct because we're on. Definitely get spanked.
Yep, for
if
sure.
we're disrespecting.
Okay.
Because we do not tolerate disrespect to adults in any shape or form. Like, that is totally unacceptable. So anytime it's blatant disrespect to an adult, definitely you're gonna get spanked for that.
Got you.
If it was like I'm just not following directions or I'm fighting or like yelling or something, we did resort to like what do you call, like, physical punishment. So like you're gonna do wall squats for a minute. We're gonna go make you run 20 laps back and forth in front of the apartment. So we did do physical, but we're not consistent with that. I would say that.
Okay.
And then other times we feel like, okay, like spanking you do not even work. The physical stuff don't even work because we'll do that. Then the next day you back on your little BS. So we would just resort to the fact where I'm like, go sit down and read Proverbs. Like, just go sit down, go in your room, isolation, think about your actions, read Proverbs or something like that. Like, that's what I've been doing lately. So, like I said, I don't know, but that is just to answer your question. Yeah, that's some of the things that we've been doing.
Okay. So, when you have a young man who is this consistent in his bad behavior, we have to match his consistency with our discipline. And I know for parents, this is very inconvenient because we've worked, we got other stuff we got to do. You got a 1-year-old that you're taking care of right now, all the things. But if he has daily disrespect and daily behavior that is negative, and we're hearing from the school every day, he's running every day. Like, I break kids like this. You just break them.
Yeah.
And his consequences at 9, the spankings, the spankings wear off in the mind. It can literally be, like, I just got to survive this. But when you give him that physical stuff and you start taking away what he doesn't understand are privileges, and they are not rights. Television is a privilege, it's not a right. YouTube is a privilege, it's not a right. Video games is a privilege, it's not a right. just take everything away from him until his life is miserable.
Okay.
He
So
make
we
it
have taken, but not to the extreme. We
That-
still let him watch TV.
no, take it away. And I'm telling you, you have to match his consistency.
Okay.
He's depending on you to be like, oh, y'all ain't gonna keep this up.
Mm-hmm.
The moment he realizes, oh, snap. They're gonna keep this up every day until I change, then he will change.
Okay.
But if it's like you do it one day, but you don't do it the next day, or you did it for 2 days, but you don't do it for 3 days, then he already knows like, oh, we establish as parents, we're establishing culture in our home, whether we verbally provide it or we just do it through actions. And the kids adapt to all of that.
Mm-hmm.
My kids know they can't get away with nothing. I have lost sleep. We have caught them in some BS late at night. And guess what? They were doing bear crawls at midnight after the lawn was watered. And I was saying, hey, watch out for snakes.
Mm-hmm.
We got 3 acres. Bear crawling on 3 acres is crazy work in the middle of the night. But I could have easily just been like, man, why did you do that? Go to bed. Nah, ain't nobody going to bed. Am I losing sleep? Yes. Am I just taking a nap now before I have to get up for work? Yes. And that's what's about to happen, because what you're not about to do is play me. So after you bear crawl through this wet grass that you're allergic to and break out in hives, go take your shower with that welted skin and see if this happens again tomorrow.
Right.
Because I bet y'all going to break before I do. I can survive
Okay,
off
so
3.
go extreme then.
Go extreme.
Meet him at the extreme.
Take this
okay?
nigga out, man. Take this little Negro out. Don't let him play you like this.
Yeah, because it's been going on for a long time. And me and my husband and I, we're like, dang, like, we understand it was 5 years worth of craziness, but I feel like it should be gone by now.
Nah.
And we were saying, like, if it was a girl, we feel like she would have been straightened up.
Yeah, nah. These little dudes, you gotta get it in them. If he was doing, 5-minute wall sprites, make it 15. You got to give him a number that's gonna make him feel dejected and deflated. Nathan can't stand doing push-ups. He don't have a body type for that. So when I say you got to do 100, he dies inside. And I'm like, was it worth it? No. Count all my 100 out, homie. Count them all out. If 20 laps, is that something that he feel like he just trotting through, make it 50.
Mm-hmm.
Sit outside with a sandwich. Oh, you going to do all 50 of these, partner? I had my boys do, they had to do I had them do sprints on the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
They had to do 150 of them. Nathan's whole body locked up. I can't feel my muscles are. I didn't care.
And you've seen that to be effective.
Oh,
it works.
Oh, absolutely. Because the
Good.
moment they think about doing it again, they have to think bear crawls.
Mm-hmm.
They start associating that with is it going to be worth it? And the
Right.
moment you make it, the moment you make it that, and I told my kids, y'all gonna either be the buffest kids in the neighborhood because you keep on having to be disciplined and keep on having to be to pay the consequences for it, or you just gonna do right and play video games and get off when we tell you, and don't be looking at porn, and don't be doing this, and don't be doing that, and don't be doing the third. Like, it's just parenting is work. Parenting
Definitely is.
You know what I'm saying? It's work, and and when you see this behavior, we just zone in on it. Applaud anything he does good, make sure you applaud it. Don't say it's about time. No. Applaud him when he does good. Reward him when he does good. When he does the right thing, high five him. Like make sure he has consequences for his good behavior too. Consistent good behavior. I'm not talking about a one and done thing. But if when my son, I love Nathan at 17 years old, he has to turn in his phone every day at 10. Without fail. 10 p.m. phone has to be on the charger. The other day, his mom was gone. She was somewhere preaching, and I was home with them. And I looked at my watch. It was 9:59, 10 o'clock. He didn't come down. So I waited like another 15 minutes. Like, bro, no, is he supposed to? So I text him and I'm like, where that phone at, homie? I didn't get a response. And then I get up and go into the room. It was already on the charger. Bro put it on the charger earlier. And then I had to text back, never mind. He got it the next day and he just put the laughing emoji. But like, I commend him for being a man of integrity that I ain't got to remind. I don't have to remind him every day the guidelines that we've established.
Right.
I don't have to remind him every day to wash the dishes. I ain't got to remind Noah every day. Like when they do the right thing, I commend them, I celebrate them, I cheer them. Man, you doing good, blah, 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 blah. And then when they do something that's out of pocket, they know they about to get this work. And the reason why they're good at 17, and Noah will be 15 on the 17th of this month, the reason why they're good at 17 and 15 is because we were playing whack-a-mole at 9 and 7.
What do you mean?
Every time we saw a little bit, we just addressed it right then and there. Hey, bro, what is that? What is you doing? We don't talk like that. We don't watch that. We already told you before. We don't watch that. We told you already. We don't play these games. We told you, boom, 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 boom. And then if, it's once we tell them, twice is a reminder. And the third time, you got to put in work. I'm going to need 150 push-ups, 150 squats, 150 sit-ups. And then I need you to run around the block 3 times. And we were consistent in it until they broke. And they all break. 18-year-olds that go into the military think they're going to go in and be the hot shot, and they don't survive basic training without getting broken. It's easy to break a person. Every person can be broken. Top spies under enough torture can be broken. I'm not talking about torturing kids. But what I'm saying is, if you give them consistent discipline, when they realize every time I do something stupid, I am going to have a consequence that I do not like. Once that gets ingrained in their head, and it don't take more than 20 times for this to happen, you stay consistent 20 times with a BS, and I promise you, homie will break. He's 9. He is not the boss of y'all. Break his class.
Right. I would say that we always start, but we don't finish. Oh my gosh, because it's like I said, when you have all these other factors, we got this going on and that going on in work and school, and like at one point in time, I was working and going to school. Then I'm working, homeschooling you, pregnant. So it's just like we weren't consistent. And especially it was a time where my husband was working out of state for months at a time. So, but now he's home full time. I'm definitely going to give him all the little, when he get home, I'm going to be like, Tim Rusty.
Yeah.
I'll be Tim Rusty him to death. I'll be Tim Rusty.
It's so funny. Yeah. Tell your husband. Yeah. And it needs to come from him, because Juliet can reinforce it, but I'm the one. I put that work in with them. When I tell you, I have very respectful, polite boys, because I broke them early. I broke them. They can get.
And that's the point I'm trying to get to.
Yeah, they can.
Because a lot of people, they compliment him. They're like, okay, like we see him. he's gonna do good in life. He has a great personality, and he can be so respectful and so sweet when he wants to be. But if it's just like fun is on my mind,
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna sacrifice respect for fun.
Yep. And he's gonna pay the consequence every single time.
Yeah.
So he can be a little buff 9-year-old with a 8-pack and pecs and little deltoids, and he can do whatever he want to do, but
Right.
he gonna pay the consequence every single time.
Okay. Any spiritual guidance? We do go to church on Sundays and
Mhm.
things like that. And I recently, like I said, I've been making him read Proverbs and stuff. And our church has this group called Junior Doxa
Mm-hmm.
or Junior Doxa. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Mm-hmm.
But it teaches respect and godly character to young men between the ages of 9 and 18.
Perfect.
So I recently just put him in there as soon as he turned 9 because
Great.
I'm like, okay, so he can get guidance from, spiritual leaders who aren't myself or, my
Absolutely.
husband.
For sure.
Any other advice though to give when it comes down to that?
Yeah. So on the spiritual side, I oversaw youth. I oversaw children's, youth, and young adult ministry while I was a young adult pastor. So I had everything from birth to 30 years old. And what's important to realize in a Christian household is that we want to book in our child between the pastor and the parent. Okay. And so keep him in Doxa. I think that's going to be amazing for him. And then when he's at home, there needs to be some set time. Doesn't have to be long. But it's like, hey, we take this 30 minutes and we pray and we make it easy for bro. Like take one Bible verse and like that's the only thing that y'all read the whole week until he memorizes it. By Friday he needs to have it. On Monday we introduce a verse and by Friday he needs to have it memorized.
Okay.
Even if it's like bless the Lord, oh my soul, and all that is within me, bless his holy name. Like it don't have to be some.
That's what the Junior Doxa have us doing already.
Great, but reinforce it at home though.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Reinforce it at home, like, hey, this is what we doing for 30 minutes every day from 6 to 6:30. Growing up in my parents' house at 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, without fail, don't matter what was going on, we had to walk in the house for devotion time, singing, "For He is Lord, He's my Lord. He has risen from the dead, and He's my Lord. Every knee shall bow, every tongue confess that Jesus Christ is Lord, for He's my Lord." 9 years old.
Yeah.
9 years old, we had to sing that. So, like, my parents put something in me so deep, so early, that by the time I was 20, I was like, I need Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
So scripture says we train a child in the way that they should go. My kids don't grow up in my house. I'm raising my children.
Right.
I'm raising them up. I'm raising them up with a standard. I'm raising them up in the admonition and the fear of the Lord. They don't have a choice. They were born into this family. This is the way our family works. If I was a dope dealer, then my whole family culture would be trap house culture. They would know the streets like crazy. But since we about this book, they gonna know the Bible. They ain't gotta believe it.
Right.
As long as they live in here, we reading the scripture. We're gonna be at church. We're gonna pray. We're gonna have devotion at home, and we gonna grow together like that. So.
Okay. Any tips on remaining stern but not yelling?
Yeah. My boys I could call Noah in here right now. I had very, very polite, thoughtful, fact-finding conversations with my boys before spanking them. I had very thoughtful, once I stopped spanking them and we got to the physical side of, push-ups, sit-ups, all the calisthenic stuff. We'd have these very philosophical discussions. And then they'd have to go do all of their push-ups and sit-ups and running and all that kind of stuff. I don't have to raise my voice at my kids.
Right.
So in the moment, obviously in the heat of a moment, if you're reacting real time, it can be more difficult. When you do have the self-awareness to like at least pause for a moment, right? Like, you know what? Let me take a deep breath. This kid is on my nerves, but I'm the adult and he's the child. Sometimes we just got to give ourselves that reminder. I am the adult and this is my child. One of us has to be the adult here. And one of us has to be the child. We cannot both be children.
Right.
And so I don't have to start screaming to the top of my lungs. I'm usually with this tone right here. I'm like, bro, why'd you play yourself? You already know what this behavior gets you. And so now we got to go outside and we got to do these bear crawls. And I hate that we have to do this right now, but this is what you brought upon yourself. So go change your clothes, put some good, comfortable shoes on to run in, and meet me outside. This is literally where my voice is.
Yeah.
Because the consequence is going to do all the talking for me. I ain't got to be yelling to the top of my lungs, working my nerves and getting my blood pressure up. What you did frustrate me. It pisses me off. It makes me angry. I don't know why we got to keep doing this. But your leg's going to tell you to stop doing this. I'm not going to be yelling. After you do your 170th squat, I think your thighs are going to tell you, stop playing with them.
All right, let me straighten up. All right. I can't wait for the next time.
Oh, I'm hyped. I'm hyped for y'all. Because bro just played himself. He just played himself into boot camp. If that's what
because even with the stealing, I'm like, I don't even know how to punish this. I was like, I just started praying. I was like, God, like, what you even want me to do? Like, honestly.
For sure. I completely understand.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Absolutely. It's my pleasure.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And I just want to say thank you for just being a servant and sacrificing your time to sit up here and mentor all of us with all our stuff that we come with, because you probably got your own stuff. Okay. And do. But I love y'all.
And
honestly, one of these universities needs to give you an honorary PhD at this point, because you put the hours in. Like, who's going to do it? We need to petition. Because who's going to give you the PhD? You're already a therapist. You just need the honorary degree.
I appreciate that. That's very, very kind to say. Whether that distinction comes or not, I am honored to serve, and it is my joy to be here. This is not a burden. This is not heavy. When God gives you a grace to do something, it's a beautiful thing. So I'm grateful.
All right. Thank you again.
You're so welcome.
Go ahead and let somebody else get whatever they need to get off their chest.
Okay. Well, I love you. I'm praying for you. Tell your husband I said hi, okay?
All right.
Okay.
Love you too. Bye.
All right. Bye. So sweet, man.
That's good.
What a great call. Yeah, we gotta discipline our kids, man. Boot camp. Put that joke in boot camp, man. I wish. These boys know. My boys knew off rip. I'm not the one.
Just putting them through like some psychological warfare.
That'll do it to them.
Amen, brother.
It does not take a long time, man. And kids are gonna be kids. You know what I'm saying? And so.
You ever put soap in their mouth?
Never.
Like when they curse?
Never.
Soap in the mouth?
Never.
Roger that.
Never.
About waterboarding?
And you know when they cuss, when I heard them cussing, I just told them, like with most things, there's a certain age and stage of life.
Shout out Lice.
Life. There's an age and stage of life where certain language is appropriate and not appropriate.
Yeah.
And as children, you all are not old enough to use that type of language. Some people might say, I don't think there's any age where you should use that type of language. Well, that's just a difference that we have in opinion. And it has nothing to do with who's going to heaven or hell. But yeah, that's that. So they don't use that type of language. Mm-hmm.
Angie, welcome to Wide Open. You are on with Tim Ross.
Hi, Angie. I can't hear you yet. I can't hear you. I can see your lips moving, but I can't hear you yet. You have pretty hair though, Angie.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, now I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
That's all it took was a compliment. As soon as I gave you the compliment, then I can hear you.
Thank you. I can't hear you too well, but it's gonna do. It's gonna. Okay, sounds good.
Great.
Hello there.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm really nervous.
Are you nervous? No pasa nada.
Yeah. Sorry?
I said no pasa nada. There's nothing to
No
worry
pasa
about.
nada.
Yeah.
No, I've actually been listening to you for the past 4 years. Transformation Church was like how I found you. I
Yes.
don't want to cry, but you have been an absolute big inspiration for me. And like Transformation, Michael taught you like I remember the first sermon I watched from you. I think it was like Be Filled or something. Yeah, it was
Yes.
Be Filled in Transformation.
Yeah.
And with the alcohol.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, it was really good. So I just want to like thank you for everything you've done in my life, even if you don't really know.
No, I'm honored to serve you. Thank you so much. ¿De dónde usted?
So, soy de Colombia.
Colombia. ¿Qué parte?
I'm currently living in Medellin, but I actually lived in Canada for 16 years.
Ah.
So I just came back home.
Okay.
Again. So,
Qué chévere.
huh?
Qué chévere.
Qué chévere. No, me ha gustado mucho. Yes. Okay, so I'll start with my questions now then. They kind of connect to one another. So
Okay.
I want to first start with feeling like I don't deserve to be successful in what I have studied.
Okay.
So I'm like an event coordinator and like a graphic designer. I've been doing it for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Started like with my church and like with like Christian organizations, and then I went into kind of like more just a regular like secular work field.
Okay.
I was in a 2-year relationship with someone that the church was really pushing me to marry. He was 20 years older than me. And it was a very hard time for me at that time because I had left my dad's house because there was things happening in the family, and I really feel like that time I was really vulnerable and I was kind of starting like taken advantage of.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, I was told in that relationship, because the church was telling me, hey, you have big dreams, like you can, he can pay for those things, and you can just like give him a Christian marriage and like give him babies and all those things. So it was very like, you get like, and that's because I was away from my dad at the time. I'm like, maybe this is how relationship and marriage is meant to be like in the church. So with that, this person would always tell me like, you don't have a covering, so you're not going to be successful until you're married, which is why it's not going well for you in work. It's because you don't have your dad's covering anymore because you don't live with him. And he would talk to my dad and be like, she doesn't have a covering, she needs to get married right now. And like, it was just like very heavy for me. And I think I'm still going through that pain of like, do I not deserve to be successful until I get married because of what this person was telling me?
Mm-hmm.
This was 2 years ago. So I finally listened to the Holy Spirit and I was like, this doesn't feel right to me and I'm gonna leave.
Yep. Good.
But it has just definitely been hard for me in my like relationships, but
Mhm.
actually mainly in like, do I deserve to be successful? Do I deserve to have a good job? Do I deserve these things because I have a covering or not?
Yeah.
So I think I just kind of want to hear you talk about that and like, is that biblical?
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm so grateful that you called to talk about this. I want to say up front, um, unequivocally,
Mhm.
you do not have to be married to be covered.
Mhm.
You are covered by God. Period. If you were to never get married, you are covered by God. Your success comes from God and God alone. The anointing, the giftings, the favor that is on your life comes from God and God alone. Should you have a desire to be married, you should be married to the person that you fall in love with and that you feel peace about marrying. I am so grateful that you did not fall for the manipulation of this church trying to arrange this marriage for you. I have seen too many people wind up married to somebody that the church imposed, that the church sanctioned, that the church did the matchmaking on. And it's just terrible. If you were a resident of our community, a person that was a member of our church, while I was pastoring, and I found out you were being told that a guy 20 years older than you is the person that you should marry, I'd probably be punching people in the throat. Golpear. There'd be fighting. Do you hear me? Because this is an egregious misuse of spiritual mentorship and application. Like, there is just no Bible verse from Genesis to Revelation that is going to justify, if you're not living in your dad's house and you're not married to a dude 20 years older than you, ew.
Yeah, and he's my dad's age
Yeah,
because my dad got me really young. So I was like, this is really weird for me.
yes, it's very weird. It's very weird. And yeah, no. So I just want to say that off the top. Your success is not contingent upon a man. Let me say it that way too, okay? Your success is not contingent upon a man. How about that? Because your
That's hard
success
to hear.
your success has already been afforded to you by a man who died on a cross for your sins. No other man is measuring up to that. Not your daddy, not that dude that's 20 years older than you, not whoever your husband will be in the future. No one's measuring up to the man that already died for your sins. So if you can't have success just based off of that, then I don't even know why these people call themselves a church. If we're arranging marriages, this is a cult. Sorry, not
Yeah.
sorry. Lo siento, no
Yeah,
lo siento.
they were even trying to push my dad because my dad was trying to talk to this pastor, and the pastor was like, no, like, you left your daughter alone, like she needs to find someone that like will take care of her and provide. and they would bring the story of Boaz and Ruth.
Ew.
And for 2 years, I was like, I believed in it. I'm like, okay, if past relationships have not worked, maybe this is what's meant to work out. And I'm proud to say that my dad and I have an amazing relationship now.
Good.
We are doing so great. So I can tell him anything. And it has actually also really helped me gain understanding as to the type of man I'm looking like God
Good.
has for me.
Good.
Because I'm like, I want someone like my dad, and like
Yeah.
many times we're like, oh, we don't want any, like, when you're fighting with your dad or like, don't talk to him, it's like, I want opposite to what
Right.
he is.
Mm-hmm.
He has found God so much, and like I have too, that I'm like, wow, like I see the beauty in my parents' marriage.
Yeah.
That I'm just, yeah. Thank you so much
You're welcome so much.
for that has been in 2 years, like in my heart.
Well, I hate
I'm
that
like,
you.
I'm not doing well because I don't have a covering because I'm not married.
No, that's just not. It's amazing that I'm just amazed how these people come up with these things, and then to try to throw Ruth and Boaz into it is just malpractice.
Mhm.
It is a malpractice of scripture. It really is.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
frustrating.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're
And
welcome.
just kind of going from that same thing.
Mhm.
I currently do have a position. Again, I love graphic design and event coordination. I love event coordination because it brings community together.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that's like a big calling for me in my like life.
Mm-hmm.
I have this position currently, and I'm struggling with my values, aligning with them, because I'm used to working for the church. I'm used to working for Christian organizations. And now I'm working for a place where like they're doing things that are completely like some events are amazing,
Mhm.
some are very contrary to what I believe in.
Yeah.
For example, like just the whole LGBTQ and the whole drag. And once again, I have friends that are in, like, I love them,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a little hard for me to, and I want to be careful with my words, but like it goes against the values and what I stand for regarding like biblically.
Yep.
But I have to make these shows and all these things sell out.
Yeah.
And they're doing good.
Yeah, for
Since I
sure.
came, they're getting sold out.
Yep.
But I'm just having a hard time with how do I balance my values with the work I'm currently doing
Mhm.
if they don't actually align with what I believe in.
Yeah. So I am a big believer in letting my light shine where I am. Right? You chose this job, and this job chose you because you have a skill set that fits what they need.
Yeah.
There's no secular job that you're ever going to find, if you continue to be successful in it, that's going to line up with your biblical worldview. It's just not going to happen. Then, so let's just make that check first, right?
Okay.
All right. Because let's take, for instance, somebody could be working at the grocery store for I don't know, whatever chain, and somebody comes up with 8 6-packs of beer. Well, we know that's not going to be good for them. That's not what we would do as believers. Are we going to like tap out from the cash register and say, "Hey, I can't scan that many. I can scan 1 6-pack, but those other 7, you got to go to aisle 8 because my biblical worldview won't allow me to scan all of those, and then you go home and drink them all, and I feel guilty." No, we're not doing all of that. We're at work.
Okay.
We're at work. We're at work right now, okay? Now, here's what I would say. If I was at work in a place that is not godly, I would hope to God he would have one of his ambassadors there. I hope there's never a place where God's light can't shine into.
Yeah.
And so even though you're the event coordinator there, you're as an event coordinator, you got to do the shows that you like and the shows you do not like. Because you're at work. But you get to be salt and light to the employees and to some of the people that will attend the event as well. They're going to know that you're different because you are.
Okay.
Okay. And so you're not just a citizen of your home country, you are a citizen of the kingdom of heaven. And we exude a light, and we have an accent and a flavor to our lives that is wildly attractive and makes people very curious about, oh my goodness, why? Because man, this event's going so well and everybody's drinking. How come you're not drinking?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be this, I've been doing this a lot, right? We don't have to be thumping our Bible for people to be able to read us.
Yeah. Yeah, and I work like virtually, so I haven't gone to the events just because in the US.
Yep.
But I will be going. Actually, my parents just moved to Texas 2 months ago.
Wow, what part?
So they're in Houston, or
Okay.
like they're just like in north of Houston,
yes,
in a little town. Like they bought a house there.
Awesome.
They were in Cali before that, in California.
Yeah.
In Pleasanton, San Francisco, like near
Yes,
San Francisco.
yeah.
So it was lovely, and so yeah, I'm gonna be going there for like a few months, and I'm like looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And I will be going to, like, they're flying me in for me to go to the events and stuff too, because it's in Denver.
Yep.
So I really wanna, it has been great working with them. They've been very understanding. They know my faith. They know my values, and I just, once again, I don't want to feel like I need to only work as a Christian. Like I want to be able to show my light through whatever I do.
For sure.
That's what my family taught me to.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of working. It's kind of like this fight between, it's my job, but it goes against, but I still have to love.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me give you an example, because I can identify with you on this. So, I started doing comedy again last September.
Yeah.
And I did some shows the first part of the year, or the springtime. Did several improv shows. Now, most of the people that go, most comics are dirty. They talk about a whole bunch of crass, offensive stuff, whatever. They're usually really mean when they go to these comedy clubs, to the staff and all that kind of stuff. And when Jamie Kilstein and I went out and did our thing, the club managers would be like, "Man, y'all are so nice."
Mm-hmm.
And then when we interacted with the staff, we paid the staff. We cash apped them a little bit more just to say thank you. And then obviously the crowd that we drew, they were some really good tippers. So they were like, wow, this is one of the best shows we've had all year. And we listened to your set and we're like, wow, we've never heard, y'all are Christians? Right?
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't have a bunch of like Jesus jokes and church jokes. We just talked about our lives, but they could tell. And they were like, man, we've never heard of you before, but do you have a podcast? And yeah, here's my podcast. And if they followed up, they're going to learn a lot, right? But if I try to just go to like a Christian comedy club, first of all, where the hell is that? And second of all, it probably sucks.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? So it's like, I want to be, again, we are in the world, but we're not of the world. We're not hiding from it. If you ever felt the conviction of the Holy Spirit that was like, get out of there, okay, that's different.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't ever want to be so scared of the world, but that I'm not effective in the world. God so loved the world that he gave his son. If he loves the world, then I do.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. This has really helped me actually. And then I think the last thing for me here would be kind of I've been walking in singleness for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of wanted to break this chain of relationship after relationship to
Mhm.
like not deal with the pain.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I go to counseling. I have an amazing community here in Medellin that is like a women's group, and we go to church together. It's just been honestly, God has like been amazing in this season for me. But it's just kind of with the generation society we live in, it's really difficult to find someone, that aligns with what, in Christ.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for me, I lose hope in that many times
Mhm.
because, like it's kind of like I started building this mentality of like I'll just be an independent woman and I'll do this and I'll do that, and then I'm like no, because I started recognizing I was hating on men because of the pain I've been dealt with the past. But God created men and women to work alongside, like to help one another and like not to be alone. So for me, I'm just trying to deal with this pain and like with this belief system that, if I desired marriage for so long that it will come.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's just like, how do I keep holding on to that hope and faith that it will come,
Mm-hmm.
or like being okay if it doesn't?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I understand. If your desire is to be married and you've made that desire known to God,
Yeah.
go live your life.
Mhm.
Don't set your watch. Don't like these kind of things happen when they happen.
Hmm.
And we should be honest about the disappointment we feel when it doesn't happen when we wanted it to.
Hmm.
Right? We should be very, very honest with God about that. That's just being a human, right? Like I wanted this 5 years ago and I didn't get it when I wanted it. But I still want it, and I trust that your timing's way better than mine. So I'm just gonna go enjoy my life because whenever this happens, it's just gonna happen.
Okay. And with that though, because for example, I lived in Canada for 16 years. I came to Medellin. Then I was in Barranquilla. Then I came to Medellin. And then I always see my family for like a few months.
Mm-hmm.
So I get told a lot, like, well, you're not settled that, like, like you have to be somewhere for that person to find you because, and like with the relationships, the people I have tried getting to know, they're always like, well, you're leaving, or like, it's kind of like this constant thing of like, am I running away from something, or is this just my lifestyle at the moment, or like am I meant to be somewhere to find my person, or like is he gonna be okay for me to visit my family once, like it's kind of like this thing how I feel like I'm currently moving a lot right now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also, I believe it's part of like what I am called to do. Like I know that God has called me to like be in different places.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it's kind of like, do I have to settle down in one space for me to find someone, or like is it okay for me to still be doing what I'm doing currently, which is
Yeah, you could be found in the airport. Like I'm sorry. Like it's crazy to me all the advice that our family and our friends give us about why we're not. How about it's just not my time yet? Maybe I'm not on your timeline, and maybe I'm not even on my timeline. God has a divine timeline for me that's outside. But listen, you could meet the one in an airport. Like this thought that you have to be stationary is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. You can meet somebody in Denver while you're going to the event that your company is hosting for you, and you could be smitten by somebody and they could be smitten by you, and you exchange numbers, and it could be long distance until it's not, and then y'all can figure out where you want to live and blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
But this thought that you need to be in the same spot for 3 to 5 business days before your spouse can find you is crazy sauce. It's just crazy. I know our friends and our family mean well, and sometimes what? It's just goofy.
It's so funny. Yeah, it's funny because I'm like telling you these things and I'm recognizing how kind of silly these questions can sound. Because like God can do anything.
He can do
He
absolutely
has done so much,
anything.
Right? And
Yeah. Like it's just not that deep. It's not as hard as we make it.
okay.
So yeah. And when you're doing what you feel like you've been put on the earth to do, especially in this season, the right man is going to understand that.
Okay.
Like Juliet knew she was marrying a man that was going to be in ministry. She didn't all of a sudden go, I can't believe you're always traveling. And once I realized that my wife is an entrepreneur, I thought when I retired my wife 5 years after we got married, that she would just be like the most amazing domesticated cheerleader of all time and just be going with me everywhere and supporting whatever God was telling us to do. And my wife's a businesswoman. She's an entrepreneur. She starts businesses. That's what she does.
I can really relate to her because like that's who I am too. My God, like I'm always having so many thoughts of like this business or like with event coordination. Like I want to have my own business one time. I'm working on the website.
Yeah.
But it's just like many relationships I've been in, they've tried to put me down and be like, because they're not working on their dreams. And I'm someone that like, I will wake up early. I will get this done. Like I will. And it's been this weight of like, oh, I have to lower myself so these men can outshine me when like, I want to believe that the right man will actually like help me and like we will help one another to be greater rather than
Absolutely. Yeah, no. I'm married to that woman. So I understand. I understand. And God won't give Juliet me and not give you who you need. I told Juliet that I am the executive producer of her dreams. If she dreams it, I can go find the money for it.
Okay.
Point blank period. If she can come up with it, I'll go find the money for it. And it's nothing. God will give you the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah. His timing's just much better than ours. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Sounds good. Well, those are all my questions.
Sweet.
It's such an honor to talk to you.
I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful you called.
I listen to this every day. I'm like, I start work at the same time the podcast starts. So
Yeah.
I'm like, it's time to listen to Tim Ross while I'm getting these events done. So
Thank you for trusting our voice every day. I know sometimes we're crazy, but we enjoy being here for you.
Yes, and I enjoy listening to all of you. So
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
Of course.
Mucho
Okay, well,
gusto.
thank you so much.
Mucho gusto.
Okay. Ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao, Pascal.
Ciao, ciao, Pascal.
Hey, Tim.
Yes, sir.
Potential bone to pick. Mind if I throw a bone your way?
You got another bone to pick.
Hold on, Scott. Let's just... All right.
Who's Scott?
Let me throw something your way.
Okay.
When you said crazy, sometimes we're crazy, you looked at me. I saw the eyeballs. Look over here. What was that? Tim? Julie in the frame. Cutting to Julie.
I'm doing it to the beat.
Him cutting to Julie is crazy sauce.
Get her reaction. Tim said another bone.
Julie's really self-aware right now.
She's locked in, bro.
She's so locked in.
She's so locked in.
She's just so at peace with just herself.
Love it.
Beautiful.
You guys, I mean, I think Do y'all know I worked with Julie for like 6 years?
Who's Julie,
at
dude?
Hooli. I worked with Hooli
Thanks,
at
dude.
Gateway for like 6 years, dude.
Gateway people.
We were janitors, then we did youth ministry together.
Hey, I want the world to know that even right now, when Hector logs into his Google, and his homepage is Gateway people.
Oh, dude.
Still to
you know
this
what?
day.
Since we got a little time,
Really?
we have a little time to kill before
I'm playing,
before
dog?
the next caller. So I'm gonna open my Google Chrome. I'm gonna show y'all.
Do it.
Shout out Integrity. So how can I show this to them right?
You just gotta.
Let me see. I want to show y'all exactly what you're looking. Okay.
there it is.
All right, here we go. So I haven't worked at Gateway Church in how many years now? 7?
307 years. Oh no, 7.
307 years is crazy.
So I got a couple of logins, right?
Yeah.
I got me. I got this is Noah. This
Yeah.
is the family
Yeah,
computer
it's a
of the
family
house, by the
computer.
way.
Yes.
So let me go to Hector. What a ripoff. Hold on. So y'all saw me. I just clicked Hector. Look what pops up. Lord have mercy on my soul. You got the Gateway homepage and the Okta.
The Okta to log in?
Tim, look at this. My login for Gateway is right here. Like, hey, you ready to sign in, employee, and clock in and go to work?
He's never changed it, dude.
Let's try. Let me see if I can.
He's gonna try to hack into Gateway server.
Let's try to lock in for the Lord.
No, you don't got Okta, dude. It's 2-step verification.
Nah,
It's
relax.
gonna
You
block
gotta believe in something,
Okay, I don't
brother.
even believe. You still remember?
And maybe the Lord's still calling me back. So, and you know what? I want them to keep me signed in. So let's definitely click that. So let's.
This
We're
is
gonna
so
go to next.
funny right now.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look. All right. I'm gonna do. Let's try one of my classics. Don't worry, I won't show y'all. Let's do it. We'll verify. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Hit it. All right. Lord is not here. I take it back. I take it all back. But yeah, it worked with Hooli.
It didn't work.
It did not work. God's called us away.
You tried.
I tried. He did not deliver.
You tried. But it didn't work. No pasa nada. No pasa nada.
Uncle Hector has a plan B. Dude, I would never. I could not work at a church again.
Would you?
No, I don't think I could unless it would have to be a calling from the Lord.
What kind of position would you take at a church?
Definitely senior pastor for sure. No,
Senior
Bro
pastor,
said
dog.
I can't work at a church unless I'm leading it. I'm not getting hurt again. I'm not getting hurt again.
Dog.
But you know what though? For the kids, parents, I'm just saying, a great job for them. Definitely. Like facilities was amazing for me. Facilities was essentially like the janitor and the event setup. Great, because you have to learn how to be a steward over something and take care of people.
Right.
I'm just saying, if you need to throw them somewhere, do that. Trenton, welcome to Wide Open. You're on with Tim Ross, my brother. Trenty? All right. We got to confirm Ghostable.
Oh wow.
We got a Ghostable.
Okay.
For sure.
Ghostables?
We got a Ghostable for sure.
Wow.
Gosh.
That was Trenton was almost here.
Sorry, Trenton.
Oh, hey y'all, my skates came in.
Hit it.
Where
Oh,
they
do you
at,
have them right
dog?
now?
I have them right now.
Can you
where
go
they
get
at?
'em?
Where they at, bro?
Dude,
You want me to get 'em?
Yes, we want to see them on stream.
We gotta see him, dog.
Bro, this is Tim Ross lore. You talked about it weeks ago. Now we got to see it.
He's on his way.
All right, Tim is on. Tim,
Hooli, what do you think?
The little trot was adorable.
What do you think, Hooli?
Folks, if you're just tuning in, Tim ran downstairs to go get his skates. He's going to show us right now.
He's gonna get his skates. Get your skates.
Anyone in the chat, have you guys ever skated or rollerbladed?
No.
And do you still do it? Because
You know.
I'd be scared to do it. I feel like I'd fall and hurt
Oh
myself.
wow.
Have you done it lately?
Not lately, but I'm going.
That's scary.
Yeah. You know how haters do, but we unfadable. And mommies be like, Papi, can I skate with you? Since I've been ripping microphones, ladies been feeding. Love Jones, different area codes and time zones. Bugging off the vocal.
All right, welcome back to Tim Ross.
Lord.
The $800 skates are here.
Are they 800?
They're customized, probably 900
Nah,
by the
Meta
looks of those
glasses,
beauties.
no.
I'm seeing trucks. I'm seeing interior design of the
Yo,
cheetah print hitters.
yo, it
I'm
looks
seeing
like
custom
suede.
laces.
Suede. Oh.
I'm seeing suede. I'm seeing a TR somewhere.
I'm so hyped.
Tim, what are we dealing with here, brother?
Those Teslas.
I am so. I did not
Boom,
think
boom, boom.
I was going to be able to do show and tell.
Come on.
How exciting.
Show and tell.
We got 15 minutes to do show and tell, brother.
Okay, here we go, guys.
Oh,
Dang,
my
dog.
oh, not the custom colored wheels.
Oh, and he got the stops. He's ready to
Ooh,
race,
can you flip
bro.
it? Flip it to the other side.
Do you see these bad
Are
boys?
those all the look at the colors? Look at the stop at the front.
Bro.
It's like a little truffle. That is adorable. It's a flower.
Oh, it's a flower,
Yo,
dog.
Tim, those are sick, dude.
Yo, damn.
Bro, y'all. I don't glaze easily. Those are sick, dude.
Ain't these fire, bro?
Those are sick. I want those just
Look at
like
the
on my
inside
desk.
of these joints, dude.
That's crazy, dog.
Aren't
They
these
look
fire?
comfy. They look insulated and comfy.
Bro, what?
He got mad at me.
Yo, these are like, I'm going to be skating like 10 miles a day. So I took them out.
Oh, you already rocked them?
I took them out the day that they came. I had to put them on. Look, hey, look at the wheel. Look at, I'm going to spin this wheel once. Watch.
Oh, bearings on point.
Look at the bearings,
Bearings
on
on point, baby.
Holy guacamole.
They're still going, aren't they?
Yeah, no, they're going. They're going. No, they're steady, significant. Yo.
Oh, you're gonna be sipping, brother.
Oh, wow.
Is the front still going?
Oh, still mobbing. Holy smoke! It just stopped. It's still kind of going rotation a little
Oh,
bit. Okay,
what's the backside?
The backside is still going too, right?
Yep.
What's on the back, Tim, of the heel?
The back of the heel is the
it's a
logo.
little booty.
It's the logo of the that's not a booty. It's
That's
an
not a
M.
booty.
All right.
It's
It looks
an
like
M.
lungs.
Lungs?
Yeah, it looks like.
Oh yeah, it does look like little lungs.
Somebody saw a booty. Somebody saw some lungs.
We're members.
Yeah.
Shout out members.
Shout out members. But this is like this is my shoe. Look at the toe stop on this thing.
Yeah,
the
no,
toe
you're good.
stop's even suede.
No, you're good.
Oh, the toe. So you'll never. Your toes are safe.
My toes are
You run
safe.
into
safe.
something, they're safe.
Oh yeah, for sure. So the park that's right up the street, that's where I'm gonna be. Just skating. I'm waiting for my pads to come in. I went skating, but I didn't go hard like I want to because I didn't have my knee pads, I didn't have my elbow pads and my wrists.
Yeah.
I'm big on that kind of stuff.
Helmet too, dog.
I've never broken a bone in my body.
Amen.
Amen.
I've never broken a bone in
Amen.
my body.
Amen.
And I do know how to fall, but you don't want to be. And I'm street skating or park skating, right? Through their trails.
Concrete.
You don't on the concrete.
That'll hurt.
Yeah, you don't want to be doing that with no padding on.
Absolutely
You know what I
not.
mean?
Get that helmet, Tim.
Yeah. I got a helmet coming as well.
Amen.
I won't have the helmet on most days because
Your hair.
my hair. I'm not doing that.
Okay.
But I'm only in the park.
Okay.
I got grass on both sides of me. I'm good.
That's
If I was gonna be like true street skating, like through Denton Square or something like that, I would definitely have on my helmet. You got traffic and cars and blah 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 blah. But right here though,
Dude, those are so sick. We should
aren't
post.
these fire, bro?
Can we take photos and post them on Instagram?
Dude, look at the bottom of that thing.
Oh, you can go. What is it called? When you go on the poles, like you jump.
Yeah.
What is that called?
Rail slide.
Yeah, you could
That,
do slides and
yes,
stuff. I could do
yes.
all that stuff. Look at that thing.
That's amazing.
That's titanium, my guy.
Oh.
Little bit of titanium, my guy.
Fashion show at lunch. You can do the fashion show.
That,
Fashion
man.
show at lunch is wild.
What are you talking about? That's Kelly Kapoor's office.
Look at that, bro. Look at that. Those things. It's the spin for me, bro. It's the spin for me. Look at that. Look at that. Anyway. Yep, those are my skates. So I already took them out in the field and tested them, and my pads will be here tomorrow.
Let's go.
And yeah, I'm super excited. I'm super excited.
How exciting!
I'm super excited.
Hulu, you got skates?
Yeah, Huli, you got skates?
No, she's not answering.
Confirmed ghosted by Holy.
So hyped. Anyway,
Are you gonna be jamming, listening to music?
y'all will.
Ah,
Absolutely.
any
On
cla-
on ambient though, not on noise cancellation.
Any classics?
Gotta have. I'll probably have.
The Spinners, Al Green.
Nah, it'll probably be some
Tupac.
80s hip hop. I got a playlist that's just 80s, one that's just 90s.
I love that.
Apple Music.
Apple Music.
You can go ahead and share those.
Yep. I will. Okay, so this brand is called Moxie. This is the Moxie. I'm happy to like pub this. This is the Moxie Jack 2. I did like a lot of research on where I wanted to get my skates from, and this family-owned business just happens to be like they just have a very passionate philosophy about custom skates.
You can see it.
And the owner wanted to get more on the custom side of it and away from just like the having the skate shop that, you know, cleaned and serviced and all that kind of stuff. And so she started getting into this, and
So cool, dude.
I started reading a bunch of reviews on a bunch of different skates, and this this Moxie Jack boot was the one that won out. So yeah, if y'all see me, if y'all ever see me in the streets, it'll be with these. It'll be with those Jack boots on. And I had to get the pineapples because you already know why I got the pineapples. I liked it. It was bright. Put my shorts on. Get my pads, and I'm gonna be out here in these streets, man.
Dude, I love roller skating and rollerblading. Have you seen or heard of this game from back in the day, Jet Set Radio?
Never.
Dude, this was the game. It would come for free if you got a 360. And it's rollerblading all over the city and doing graffiti.
Really?
So that's what got me as a little 11-year-old to want to start rollerblading and roller skating.
Did you ever get skates?
I had rollerblades. I've roller skated at a rink.
Okay, got you.
In Garland. It's probably not there anymore, dude.
Yep.
But in Garland, bro, $4. You
Yep.
get in.
Yep.
Roller skate is so much fun, and it hurts when you fall. Oh, it hurt. If you have nothing, like no pad, it hurts
dude, it
so
hurts.
bad.
It will hurt you.
It hurts, but then I've done both that and the rollerblading.
Yep. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I'm so hyped.
Dude, you're gonna find a new community. There's so many like actual content creators. It's all about roller skating.
I'm hyped. I want it for the cardio. Like, you know what I mean? I just want to stay in shape, and this is working your whole body, it's working your core, all the things.
Bro, you're gonna make videos, bro.
Oh, I think I've seen that girl before. Show her. Come get a hobby at the end right here.
Let's try this.
Yeah. I've seen her before. I was actually watching her to see how she started, but she's so effortless.
She's gliding.
She's Rexing.
But you can see the difference. You can see from when she first started to where she is now, the difference in her in her
rhythm?
body. You know, in her body.
The body, okay. Oh, she's doing a lot of talking content too.
Mm-hmm. But she skates.
cool,
I'm
dude.
so hyped.
That's sick.
Deja Sade. Yay,
Wow.
Deja. Woohoo.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I've never seen any of those videos. I just
never
saw
seen
her
those either.
skating stuff. And then pull up Moxie.
Moxie?
Moxy. Moxie skates.
Did I spell it wrong?
Boom. See, that's her.
Inside.
This her?
That's her. Uh-huh.
Does she do actual videos or she's like tutorial stuff?
This put it on. She'll walk you through all of her
Hey,
skates.
skaters. Hey, skate. All right. Come on. Yeah. I mean, sorry. I gotta back up. Man, I should have ate breakfast. I need protein for my brain. I have a confession to make. I don't enjoy being in front of the camera. It's kind of like skating. Like I'll get a trick and then I'm like, all right, sure, we can film it. And then as soon as we go to filming it, I can't land the trick.
Look at her.
Here we go now.
See,
Okay.
she's about that life,
Hi,
bro.
roller skaters. I'm Michelle Stylin from Moxie Roller Skates, and I'm here to tell you why I made what I made so that you know from the source what the intentions are behind the Moxie Roller Skates brand.
Oh, this is the company?
That's the company I got my skates from.
Oh, I'm like, hers look fly. And then I look at yours, I'm like, oh, they're the same.
So
Yeah.
Got it.
disclaimer, this video is longer than I would like to be talking in front of the camera. We put some timestamps in the description of this video, so if you want to jump to
What you thinking?
one of the models that you're considering,
Go
to the
just
timestamp.
Click on the description and you can go right to it.
And
we started with two models,
see-
the Lolly and the
Oh, the
Ivy
Jack
is
Boot.
what
The
it was
Jack Boot
originally
2
called.
isn't in there.
This was the Jungle.
Okay.
So this is 5
The
years
next
ago. She
model
made the Jack
is
Boot. So
the
pull
Jack
up the
Boot.
Jack Boot
The
2.
reason why
Gotcha.
Moxie Skates Jack Boot 2.
Gotcha.
MOXI.
Gotcha, bro. 2.0?
It's just 2. Okay, hit that one.
All right.
Hi, I'm Michelle, or Estrogen,
Or,
founder of Moxie Roller Skates.
Actually,
and in today's
go
video-
back to the previous page. Jack, is that Michelle as well? Derby Warehouse. Oh, look at that one. Go to the 4. Yeah, that would fit our timeline.
Hi, my name is Michelle Stylin, or Estrogen, founder of Moxie Roller Skates, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the differences between the Jack 1 and the Jack 2 boot.
I have the
I'm
Jack
going to
2.
tell you all about how they look, feel, sound, and function. But let's start with the specs. The Jack 1 and Jack 2 are almost identical, except for one really important thing. In the Jack 2, we've got 2 extra heat moldable reinforcements that wrap underneath the heel and go up throughout the ankle, which allows for more accessible balancing positions on rails, high impact landings, and much stronger lateral support on your ankles.
That's why I
the
got
Jack
those.
1 and the Jack 2 have the same ankle padding that the Jack 1 originally came out with. There are 2 different kinds of ankle pads in the Jack 1 and the Jack 2. The first kind of ankle padding is a closed cell foam. Closed cell foam acts kind of like
You see how much of a
sand,
nerd
where
I
if
am?
You put your foot into sand, the foam takes the shape of the foot and it stays that
Oh,
way.
wow, that's
so we
cool.
have a closed cell foam in both of these boots that make it so that the shape of the boot is matching the shape of your foot.
This is the boss,
There's
right?
also
Hmm?
the open cell foam.
This is her company.
And open cell foam is
Man, look
for
at her. She
cushion
in the
and
face
comfort.
and everything.
And
That's
the
dope.
same amount of cushion and comfort is in both the Jack 1 and the Jack 2. Open cell foam reacts with a rebound. So once you put your foot inside of there, the open cell foam moves and it springs back. So you put your foot inside of there, that foam is for cushion and comfort, and as you move your ankle, the foam also moves. And that's pretty much it for the specs. Let's move on to the look. Looking at these, you'll see that the outsole on the Jack 1 remains brown and the outsole on the new Jack 2 is black to match the black backstay and black carrying loop. While the Jack
Looks more
1
slick.
has a white
It does.
backstay
And
a
it
white carrying
pops
loop.
with this.
The lining is
Yes.
exactly
Hey, I think
the
our-
same.
our
The
guest is
hooks
here.
And everything
Derek,
else about
can you
this
get our
boot
guest?
is
I think our
exactly
guest
the
is
same,
here.
which is why we worked
Or
very
maybe-
hard
I don't
to
know if
keep
we
the
called
price
Abby.
Almost.
Did we call
the
Abby
same.
today?
How does it
Maybe.
feel?
Yeah, she's
well,
doing a little Starbucks
just
for
to
them.
touch.
And lunch.
It's much
Sweet.
easier to squish the Jack 1 than it is to squish the Jack 2.
Facts.
And that's because of those heat moldable inserts.
Squish what?
But
Squish the Jack 1.
suede
Like-
is
For
and
the
feels
molding?
the same.
Uh-huh.
It's made out of all the same materials. It really is just a stiffer boot, the Jack 2.
Yeah, it is stiff.
How does it sound? How does it sound? The Jack 2 is stiffer.
Yeah,
The
it
Jack
is.
1
She's cool.
is quieter. And that's because it's absorbing more sound because it's softer. On a harder boot, the sound is gonna bounce. And functionally, well, the Jack 2 is going to feel stiffer and it's going to require twice the amount of break-in period as the Jack 1.
Gonna last a long
the
time,
Jack
though.
2 may feel a bit smaller because it's more rigid on your foot, but it will, I promise you, eventually
It will
break in after about 15 to 20 hours.
I'm
and it
gonna
will shape
save up,
and
bro.
contour to
Yeah.
Me and Rachel
so
love this stuff.
functionally, if you want more flexibility,
Dude, we could have a
go with
whole
the Jack
skating
1.
community.
If you want more
yes.
stability
Dude,
on
fire.
ramps and rails and higher impact
Dweller
landings,
pull-up,
go with the
skate
Jack
day?
2.
Skate
Do not
day?
fear the
That would be
Jack
fire,
2,
bro.
Do a
just because
freaking
it's
lock-in,
stiffer.
not a lock-in,
It
but
does
like an
require
event
a
at a
longer
rink.
break-in period.
Oh,
Too
but
easy. It's low hanging fruit.
Ease
We could do that.
into
That's
the
easy. That's the
discomfort
next
in the
event.
beginning.
Yeah.
It will eventually break.
That would be
in,
fire,
just
bro.
Like the
all
Jack
right. Well,
1
consider
will
it
break
done. We'll speak
All
into
right, that's
existence.
about everything I can think of to tell you about the Jack 1 and the Jack 2.
Jackfruit.
But is it? You got any more questions? Please put them down in the comments below, and I will be
She's so
sure
dope,
to
man.
answer
Well done.
each and every
Shout out to
single one.
Astro
If
Jam.
you like this video,
She's great.
I am a bougie nerd.
Y'all down for a skate day? People in the chat?
Yeah. Okay. Are there any skating emojis?
Yo, for sure, dude.
I've been putting them in the chat.
Skate
Really?
day, skate day.
Yeah.
Where's the skate emoji? I've never seen it.
Oh, I just couldn't.
Well, look at the time. I see bicycles. I don't see any roller skates.
You have to type in rollerblade or skate.
Just skate.
Okay, just type in skate.
I typed in. Oh, look at that. Skates. Oh, or skates. No, it's not pulling up for me. I'm Timothy Charles Ross. That's Hector Alejandro Guerrero. This is Derek, Israel, Santiago, Juliana Buendia, Karlovich, Jacobo, Karlovich, Caleb Karlovich, the whole Karlovich family. Sweet.
Yeah, skate day, bro.
I'm down with skate day.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Is there any skating rinks in the DF Dub? Has to be, right?
Has to be.
Has to be.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's one in Grand Prairie. There's a new one about to get renovated in Grapevine.
How come when I type in skate, those skates don't show up? Or do I have to put in roller skates?
I feel like skate would be enough for it.
Oh, then it came up.
Boom.
Roller skates made it come up. Aha.
Man, making you work extra hard.
Aha. Sweet. Peace.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. They talk, we testify. They scroll, we sanctify. They bait for clicks, I build for freedom. They pander to crowds, I speak to the kingdom. This ain't gossip, this gospel. Ain't a brand, it's a mantle. This ain't performance, it's posture. Anointing over algorithm, I'm not like them imposters. I don't do fake deep, I break yokes. I don't chase viral, I chase hope. I ain't got trends, I got truth. I ain't running from culture, I bring the proof. Wide open, we build different. Cut from cloth, they don't even stitch with. Say it raw, say it real, say it righteous. Say the name Yeshua like we not lifeless. Yeah.
Wide open, we don't do safe. We don't bow